On mute, brother.
Nah, do you know what is mad here? Because I muted it and going, yeah, I'll run the intro. Then it will come off, but it didn't come off. Big up Sam though, bro. Hey, Liverpool won again, black. Hey, I'm so gassed, man. Another 3 goals, clean sheet. Yeah, man, it feels good, man. I'm seeing everyone still upset by us winning with clean sheets now, bro. Man are complaining about shots. I don't know, man. It's the calling show, so you guys get the opportunity to chop it up, man, and make it make sense to me, because I don't understand how can we moan about winning 3-0. Like, at this rate, we can't be pleased as Liverpool fans, bro. Winning 3-0, going away to Milan and winning, there's always an issue, bro, without there being an issue. But Sav, what you been saying, bro? You been good?
Yeah, big up, man. I don't know, man. I literally was like, got the Milan derby on, and I was trying to load into this, and I was trying to make a thumbnail for tomorrow, and then I just seen Quasi was live. I clicked on it, bruv. I'm laughing because when I clicked in, he was moaning about the shots, blood. So I clicked off. Bruv, 3-0, blood. Best defense in the league. But the best defense in the league, bro. I swear people are making stuff up as well. Man, because man are trying to tell me stuff that I watch, bro. Like, man, I'm trying to act like I saw Bournemouth doing up Barca 2011 for the last 15 minutes. They weren't doing much, but they're just kicking the ball at Kelleher, bro. I don't know.
They were just having shots, bro. When sometimes you just have just shoot, bro, because maybe he spilled something and whatever, but he weren't spilling that. All right, Zabiri's in the building as well. Let me bring Zabiri in. No, what's going on, bro? Zabiri, I'm not gonna lie, I was listening and you made so much sense, bro. What's going on over there, bro? Why is the barber?
I don't like the way you said that. Big up, Savage.
Big up, man.
I haven't chat to you in a minute, Savage. And I don't like what you just said there, like be saying shit that you don't fuck with, and then it's the first time and you just want to point it out.
Okay, let me reword it then. From what I tuned in to the show, you were making so much sense. I can't believe they didn't want to listen to what you were saying.
And that's why I'm here. Because I'm tired of talking to them that ain't making sense. So I revert back to type. Over here, we talk sense, bro. Because, bro, man, I mean, bro, you know, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Shout out to that man. That man was on trial. I don't know why I was trying to save him. But yeah, he needs to be behind bars, bro. Some man just need to be behind bars.
No, but why are we complaining about another team having 19 shots? But by the way, big up to everyone inside the building as well, man. I've seen you guys in there. Love the love as always. I'm going to throw the link in a minute, and then, you guys can jump in and chop it up. But I ain't going to lie, man. If you, man, jump on and start telling me, but you know what? They had 19 shots. I'm going to click you off. I swear down. I'm going to click you off. They had 19. Bro, we watched the game, bro. At no point did I'm like, you know what? That was scary, Scary shots. No, bro, you're shooting at the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper saves it. That's Savage always says, bro. That's the man's job. That's his job.
Yo, I'm going to say this, and then I'm just going to revert back to the nice, calm type that I woke up this morning. Bro, if I turn on Liverpool game, I don't care what year or time this is. If I turn on Liverpool game and 15 minutes in the game, I don't see the team being a threat or doing anything, bro, I'm locking it off and going about my life, bro. If in 15 minutes the team looks like they have no idea, nothing for us, I'm not sitting there watching that game, bro. Bro, if I turn on any Liverpool game and 15 minutes going by and the team did nothing, I'm locking off the game. I'm not watching the game. What am I watching it for? Bro, that's why I don't want charity match. I don't see any tackles in there.
Let's talk about the game, man. You guys obviously watch the game in the peace and comfort of your own home, and no one bugging you. You can sit down and like the video. You know what I mean? Do your thing, bro. What in that game stressed you out? Did anything at all even stress you out? What did you take away from it? What are you, man, saying, bro? Because I was so calm, bro. I laid on the sofa when I made a tea. I came back, went outside, pumped my dumbbells for a minute, did 2 press-ups while watching the game, just chilling, bro.
I think it's just the normal things, to be honest. Stress, nah, I wouldn't say stress. It's more of a, okay, let me see what's going to happen here. Kelleher took a little bit too long on the ball in one moment. It's literally one moment, and then I didn't see it again. So even if I was stressed on that, it was just that one particular moment. He then followed that up with a save.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
redemption.
He
So,
messed
so
up.
right then and there, I'm like, redemption, right?
Yeah, he messed up. Kanai kicked out for a throw in, and then they had a shot straight off, and he saved it.
Yeah, and then Salah doing Salah things, and still got an assist. So even if I was stressed, he still got an assist. So redemption, right? Stress for seeing Chiesa and Gakpo coming on, and Nunez couldn't get his hat trick. I can't be stressed about that. The game's done, bro. You see what I'm saying? Jones coming on, bad boy opportunity. Could he have done better? Can't be stressed about that. You know what I'm trying to say? The keeper's just gonna let man score because they're 3-0 down. You see what I'm trying to say? So stress in the game, no. The offside goal in the 3-4 minutes. Listen, man. Bournemouth came out to play. There's nothing that fills me with joy. I think I told you, man, I'm more excited about how we play against the lower level teams because for me, they've always bring more fight than some of the big teams. The big teams, they come with that tactical setup and the chess moves, and it ain't checkers. It's, oh, I'm going to move the pawn here to see how you do it there. Oh, I'm going to sacrifice this piece. Like the big team comes with so much. It kills it for me at times because it's almost like the big team will come there and play for a draw and then tell you they was playing for a win but happy with the draw on some mind game shit, right? The little teams are like, yo, we're going to swing. If we get knocked out, F it. So I rate the little teams for that, bro. And bro, I 100% enjoyed the game, man. Bournemouth came out there to play, and they was playing, bro. Did we get lucky? Not using that word. Did we put them to the sword and punish them for swinging? Sure we did. That's why I rate Naruto, bro. Naruto, bro, he don't care how big you is, how small you is. Man gonna punch you up. And that's what we did, bro. Bournemouth came out there swinging. We punched them up. We didn't show no mercy. We didn't pity them. We didn't, oh my God, it's Bournemouth. Like, nah, bro. We deal with them with the respect we should in the competition that we should, man. So I enjoyed everything from start to finish, bro. Subs, dope.
Did you guys, because for me, I sat there, yeah, and I saw like Ibu, certain things he was doing at the start of the game. I'm like, yo, Ibu, you started off shaky, lad, but as the game went on, yeah, for some reason, bro, and I know I'm dumb for thinking this, I felt like we played them into like a full security, bro. Like we were just doing shit to make them go, do you know what, we could, you know, there's something in. Maybe I'm dumb. I don't know. But
no, you're right, man. I seen numerous times in the game. I seen Virgil do it. I seen Curtis do it. I seen these men stand still and wait for them to come at them. I seen them stand still, blood. Like normally it's like this walking pace. I seen man just standing there. Come on, bloods. Come and try to get the ball off and see what happens to you, bro. And that's what happened, bro. Listen, I enjoyed the game, bro, and we murdered them real quick, bro. Smelt blood, killed them off, blood. That was like a you know them UFC fights and that. It's like Anthony Joshua still. Man got wobbled and we just smoked him quick time, blood. You get me? What blood gave him the stanky leg and that? Get out of there, blood.
I see man trying to catch his left leg, you know, with that first punch.
I told you, a stanky leg on the place, bro. You get me? That's what it felt like, though, bro. You get me? Like, because I was watching it on the Premier League show. You know the one when it's like we're the main game and it has everyone's scoreline at the bottom and it keeps showing you the other person's goal. So it like because it looked like we just had a regular goal kick. It put Liverpool's box in the small thingy and then went to show me the Newcastle goal. But obviously Diaz only just scored in it. So I was like, bro, Diaz just scored again. And then the zoom back is like, no, the game's over, blood. It's done with. Smoky settings, bro. Don't worry about these pussy holes, bro. Like, and I'm not trying to hear people move the goalposts every week and that, bro. That's why you have preview shows, but to hear what people think about the other teams. And when we knew we was getting Bournemouth and that, people have been a bit impressed with Bournemouth over the last like season and a half since they've had Iraola there. You know what I mean? So they can play football. Me and you spoke about Semenyo straight away, bro. So when he scored it was offside. First thing I just looked at my son and he said, "Oh, you just mentioned him as well." I said, "No, that's just what happens when he plays against us, bro. It didn't count." So I'm not doing as Zabiri said, right? It's not lucky. He was offside. It's the rules of the game, bro. Too many times Liverpool get caught with that and everyone goes, "Oh, we got lucky." No. I seen Virgil put his hand up straight away, bro. He didn't even want to run back.
Put his hand straight up away. Salah
Exactly.
was the telltale sign for me.
Exactly, because they're right next to it.
Salah
innit?
picked the
So-
goal and was like, "Yo, big man, you
I
gonna
promise,
raise that?"
bro.
or what, bro?
I always know, bro. The first thing I do is look at Virgil here, and then when I see that he's like doing this half-hearted jog, and he's like jogging, screwing at the linesman at the same time, then I'm like, okay, it's offside, isn't it? You know what I mean? He's probably been wrong twice since I've ever watched him. By the way, man made 100% pass accuracy yesterday in the game, just all game. No, just and Havertz made no passes today for the. I've never seen that in football. I've never seen that in football, bro. 0%. Bro. He's crazy.
0%, and he put 90
Today's the
minutes.
day we appreciate Ranger passing.
Is that no, not range? Not range. I said accuracy. I just said regular accuracy, bro. Virgil's accuracy could have been 5 yards, blood. I don't care, bro. But I was comfy in the game, bro. Like, of course, Zabir's right, man. Like, people have to start acting like a football match is between two competitive teams. Everyone keeps saying the Prem's the best league in the world, isn't it? Which means on any given day, one of the teams can beat another team. So why do we keep leaving games for Liverpool for some reason moving the goalposts? That if we have a shaky 8 minutes at the beginning and the team's going out for 10 minutes at the end, why all of a sudden with Liverpool it's a big problem there? Because what do you mean there's a problem there, bro? Like, it's football. Of course the other team's gonna have a moment in the game where they do something and have a shot or send some crosses in, bro. Like, I don't. What are we doing here, bro? That's why I'm getting mad that a man jabbed you back in a boxing match, bro. Even if you're dominating, you're gonna get jabbed back, bro.
You're gonna have to hold a punch in the face at some point in the match, bro. Like, you can't. You
You
ain't gonna
didn't see Ipswich take the lead against Man City beginning of the season, no? Second week. Man City won the game. Man didn't say, "Oh yeah, Ipswich." Oh, you know what I mean? It was on top of the Bears. But we won the game. Another clean sheet. That's something what's definitely changed in the squad. I love it. It's beautiful, by the way. The attackers scored goals. They brought Nunez in to start, and he scored. Diaz continued scoring. Salah stunk up the place. He stunk up the place, and still he stunk, blood. Yeah, and then we saw Chiesa come on the pitch. Jota got a rest. Gravenberch was doing Gravenberch stuff again. McAllister played dope. Szoboszlai had a good game. I mean, Trent was trash, but no. What's wrong, bro? What? Everyone was good. I don't know, blood. I don't know, man. It's one of them.
They're gonna share difference in opinion.
Some man just want to see the world burn, blood. I want to live on this what if business. This ain't Marvel, blood. Every day I don't want to hear about go. Let's go. I want to hear about what ifs every time, bruv. It's long, bruv. Every time Liverpool do well, but you know,
I mean,
if
what
this
if
was
was the captain though?
if this was Man City, well, it's not, innit? So can't live your life like that, bro.
Oh shit!
Just every day, like, oh, what if this was Barcelona in the Champions League?
Nah, savage. But what if Nunez played like this every game, though? What if Nunez play like this every game, though?
What he won't, because the teams ain't gonna be that. I don't know. I can be realistic as well, bro. I know that
you don't know that. You don't know the future.
Oh, is the general okay? Just to rip, because I can tell from man's reaction. Is the general consensus that Nunez was amazing?
Amazing is a stretch.
No,
wonderful
don't say
is good. No, wonderful is calm. Wonderful is calm.
I just thought he was good. I just thought he was good, blood. Like, I don't.
Yeah. Nah, it's wonderful
stuff. You know when I want to see the basics. Did the basics well, bro? Hold the ball, that little play around the corner. You know,
no, but your little son does the basics, blood. That's football.
All right. Shit.
I'm not trying to say that he won't.
I had to tell a ref today as well, but you can't. You know the rule here, but you can't say leave it or
yeah.
I said, bro, you can't. If you're hit, that's a free kick to us.
There's obstruction on it,
bro.
I'm not saying he weren't. I'm not saying he weren't really good or anything like that. I'm just saying I have standards, and if someone's been meaty before, you can't just do basics and then get back in my books like you're incredible. But I thought he was really good though. I did think he was really good. I just didn't think he'd play that skin or anything. Gravenberch though, broski. Although Gravenberch's passing was a bit meaty yesterday, I have to say, but
you know what? I appreciate your honesty, Savage. We'll make a note of that.
I'll bring Mike in as well.
Yeah. But apart from that, I thought he was dope, but his passing was a bit meh. You get me?
Yo, man like Mike. What are you saying today? Because sometimes you be saying some stuff, bro. I don't know you.
What do you mean?
We're giving Salah a rest the next game, though. Kick him out on that.
I'm not an emotional fan.
Savage, leave, man.
No.
Sorry, Mike. Savage.
No.
I got seven GA in 5 games.
Sam,
You got
can we-
2 more
can we
games
do
to
what
go.
Zuberi says, put a pin in it. Can we?
You lot must think I'm them little 22-year-olds on the internet, bruv. I'll tell you the real bloody
Savage,
was shit,
listen,
bruv.
we know you're a grown man and you got standards and way of living and that, but this is football, bro. We don't translate.
No, but
that
it's
to
back to
football.
back stink. It's back to back stinkers, bruv.
But Savage, the man
talking about
got
Mo?
7 GA in 5 games. He got a 2-game grace period, bro. Let him.
Mo's job
grace that out.
isn't to be good for 90 minutes anymore. Mo's job is to go in
Is
there.
when was he good for 90 minutes?
Savage.
2 years ago.
Savage. Let man outlive his.
He ain't been good for 90 minutes
year.
since Mane was there, bruv. What are you talking about?
I'm not going to.
Mike, he wasn't here for that. Just bring what you was here for. Don't let Savage bait you out, bro.
No. Listen, I agree with a lot of what you guys are saying. I disagree with a couple things, but we're football fans, so we should disagree because then disagreement leads to discussion, right? I think we were really good. I also think that Kepa was incredibly terrible, but it still doesn't change the fact that we put away our chances, and at the end of the day, that's what you're supposed to do. What I liked the most was I liked that he hooked Szoboszlai at around the 60th minute because I didn't think that offensively he was playing very well. And when he did that, he started to experiment, which I loved. All of a sudden, he puts McAllister in the 10 and Curtis Jones in the double pivot with Gravenberch. And I've always been a believer that I want McAllister further up the pitch because his interplay further up the pitch is miles ahead of Szoboszlai's. And we saw that because he's created chances both against Milan, which Diogo Jota should have put away, and yesterday. He also started to play around when Chiesa came on. He started on the left, and then all of a sudden Mo went into the middle, and then Chiesa went to the right. So then we got to see like 5 different formations yesterday, which is what I was a huge fan of. Arne Slot was like, we're up 3-0. I'm going to experiment and see what the look is for when I put these different players in these different positions, because we're going to have to start to shuffle things around as the games get. I mean, we play West Ham on Wednesday, and then pretty much from here on out, outside of international breaks, it's 3 games a week. So that's what I want to see. When we're up 3-0, how are you going to experiment? And I think Szoboszlai in his role defensively, what he's being asked to do, fantastic. But when it comes to linking up play in the final third, I think that he is just levels below McAllister, and I would rather see McAllister there. I think that Szoboszlai would be better suited with the double pivot, but who am I? I'm just some random dude in California formulating a opinion. And again, I don't think he's bad. I just think that the role that he's being asked to do, it's good. I just think that McAllister would be better suited further up the pitch, and his interplay in the first 5 games proves, because he's so much better at linking up the play in the final third. But Darwin, huge goal for his confidence. I think it's amazing that he scored that because he needed a goal, especially since he hasn't been getting games. And it was a great goal. Luis Diaz, unfortunate he couldn't get a hat trick. I also don't think that Trent was particularly poor yesterday. I think that he was solid defensively, and I think he's been solid defensively through the first 5 games. And he's playing as more of a traditional right back. So because he's doing that, I don't think that Arne Slot is centering his system around Trent like Klopp was, because I don't think that Arne rates Trent in the same manner. I think he's a solid player, but I don't think Arne wants to literally build his entire offensive creativity around the right back. That's why we retain possession in the midfield. But yeah, I don't have major complaints. And the only disagreement I have is I think that a pattern that I've seen, which I said last week over the first 6 games in all competitions, is towards the end of the games around the 70th, 80th, 90th minute mark, it looks like we're up 2-0, 3-0, or we're up 2 or 3 goals. We just lose focus a little bit and we take our foot off the gas a tiny bit, and we sort of let them attack us a little bit more. It's just a pattern that I don't like. I just think that it's an observation. It's not about the fact that they had 20 shots. It's just about the fact that I'm seeing this week over week, and I don't want this to become a pattern later on. But then again, it might just be because we don't really respect them. And if that's the case, then fuck it, because you're just big balling it. If that all kind of makes sense.
No, it does. Mike, big up, man. Listen, yeah. I'm gonna ask the guys about the whole hook thing. You can listen in on it, but I don't feel he was hooked in. I just felt like he was rested, bro. He played a lot of games. Why can't he be rested?
Which is fine. Which is all. Listen. We can agree to disagree. I don't hate on Soboslai. I just think that with the way he plays, it would be better suited to go with the double pivot with Gravenberch and let the more creative player in McAllister go further up the pitch, because he bombs up the pitch anyway, and then he's linking up play in the box while Soboslai is outside the box. So if that's the case, or maybe I just don't fully understand Arne Slot's system yet.
No, we've spoken about that as well. We were saying that McAllister should go there, and then maybe Sob should go as the double pivot and then occupy that left-hand space. But it's working, so it's one of those things you're like, you can look at things and identify them and go, if we tweak this, we could probably go even an extra level. But at the moment it's working, so it's going to be difficult for the manager to go, you know what, just because I think it might go up another level. But at the moment, I know it works. We only conceded 1 goal, and we're playing even it down to what everyone's preference is.
Which is crazy. 1 goal in 5 games. Four clean sheets. People are trying to complain about our defense. Listen, I get it. I'm not sitting here saying that we shouldn't be conceding shots to Bournemouth. I just think that it's more about the way we play at the end of games, not what we're conceding, if that makes sense. And that's just a pattern over the whole time. And hooked was too harsh of a word. You're right, because I don't think that he was terrible. That's not what I want out of a 10. But again, what I want and what Arne Slot want is 2 different things, and we're winning games. So I'm just going to have to respectfully hold that. So,
all right, then. Big up, bro. Appreciate you as always, man.
See you guys. Take care.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what? Shout out to Arne Slot bringing growth to the fan base. You know what I'm trying to say? Because normally, man, I just drop a trigger word and just leave the trigger word there to rattle, man, bro. Man, clean that up. I like that. I like this Mike Das, man. This version, this Arne Slot version of Mike Das, bro. Rate it, man. Rate it.
It's
You know, man, saying Szoboszlai over Zubomendi. Did you hear that?
No,
Sign him up.
Stop that. But second week in a row, man, I've seen like he's had a decent game, and then I see the narrative is that he was rubbish again. I didn't see it, blood. I just, you know what I mean? There's always stuff that I know that certain people can improve on. Different players have different things, but the same man was awful. I'm like, bruv, there was one man who was awful, blood. That's how I know that much.
Speaker be in trouble, man. But
the man have to stop being emotional, blood. Like, it's a game, man.
It is.
The same energy. The same sharp energy man gave Salah at the beginning of the season with the first 3 games and said he was cold. But that means when he's shit, you just gotta say he was shit, bro, because man don't mind doing that about Jota and that, blood. He stunk, blood. He's stinky, bro. What
you know what's interesting, Savage? You know,
and I can't have that. I know big up Mike though, but I can't have this man telling me, it's not Salah's job to play well for 90. Yeah, it's all their job to play well for 90 minutes. Do I expect them to? No, but do I expect them to get most of the game done with the best of the ability? Yeah, of course. But you can't. How come it's just his job not to be good, but Diaz can't get away with it? They're in the same position on the opposite side of the pitch. Well, what do you mean? It's not his job. When did that come into play?
No, to be fair, the trigger word hook. If any man should have gotten hooked, it should have been Salah.
For 2 games in a row.
2-0 up. No, a 2-0 up. Let's be honest. Before Nunez scored at 2-0 up, he could have been hooked at any moment, and none of us would have batted an eye.
I would have gave a standing ovation in my sitting room if he talked him off, blood. He stinks.
But Savage, I'm just trying to back up your point as far as he's saying Szoboszlai got hooked. Szoboszlai kept feeding Salah the ball, and Salah kept doing fuckery. That's a poor reflection on Szoboszlai for not making a better decision and not giving Mo the ball.
Do you know how mad that was, Zubiria, when Gravenberch broke through and he opted to give it to the other side? I was like, just give it to Nunez, bro. He's on the goal. Just give it to him. Let him shoot. I swear. But
I just think, man, like, yo, it's okay, man. I see big up Honcho. He said that, keeping Salah on still brings the fear factor and that. That's just
no, definitely.
No, I don't agree. No,
I don't mean. I don't agree. Like, I agree with it, but I agree if the other team thinks that.
They're not scared of Salah, man. The best thing I saw Salah do yesterday, he actually ran past somebody.
He did. He dribbled.
Yeah, that was cold, bro. But fear factor, bro. Maybe 3 years ago, blood. Man ain't scared of Salah, bro. But I'm just saying.
One thing
he makes him sharper, bro. Every time we've taken Salah out and he's come back, he's been sharper, bro. It's not even like I'm talking nonsense, bro.
That's true.
Take him out the team. If you don't want to use the word drop, all right. Let's just rotate him then. Let's rest it. I don't give a damn what you do, bro. Take him out the squad, bro. Well, just because we won the game, it's okay to keep man in. If that's the case, bro, don't ever change the squad then. as long as we're winning.
Did you mind like the variation that we saw in the second half? Because he's right. I did see
But Salah through the
I
middle.
did see McAllister go on the 10 for a bit. Like there was a lot of rotation in the second half.
Yeah, he
There
did
was
that.
bits
thing
and
what me and
pieces
them
of
got me
it. I did like some of them, not all of them. I didn't like Salah up top. I didn't like that one at all.
Yeah. You can't do what me and them.
But all the other ones was cold.
Remember when not the preview, the show before that was speaking about the in pre-season.
Yeah.
That like the midfield three just rotated like in game the whole time. You didn't know who was in the 10. I like when it's like that because it gives some of them a respite because Szoboszlai runs around a lot and Gravenberch, bro. So he gives them a respite if they want to be further up the field or not, bro. And obviously McAllister's got the passing up the top of the field as well. So
Hey, your boy in the 10 look cold still, you know. Lampard-esque. Come on.
Let's bring in the Arsenal.
You know what I'm
fan,
talking
Jay.
about. The CDO.
Hey, Jay, welcome. man.
get me.
Welcome.
Come on, boys. Big up to you lot. How are you today?
You might want to take that top off, bro, with your anti.
Yo, wait.
I've had enough for you. Nah, I've had enough for you, Gunners.
No,
bro. Jason,
wait a minute, man. This isn't in the contract ends. Was this in the fine print?
Yeah, Jason's a legend still, but
Yeah, he's a Liverpool fan, bro. I'm joking. No, he's an Arsenal fan. But
I see your team doing anti-football and that, holding up stakes and crosses all game.
Like I didn't come in.
Hey, I'm not part of that. I'm not a part of that association. I'm not a part of that.
Yo, Jason, big up yourself. It's the first time I'm talking to you. But let me tell you something, Jason, yeah? And you can defend it or agree with me, bro. Bro, I sit down, I got some popcorn. My daughter bring the popcorn down. Shout out to my daughter, she's 5. Bro, the kickoff happened. The ball didn't even get to the next player. And I see young man roughing up man like it's rugby, bro. Like the whole game, you man was on fuckery, bro. I rate it because we got to play these men and I hope you man injured.
What man for what?
What was that about, man?
Bro, I don't know, but
Don't ask me. Don't ask me. We were robbed. We were robbed. I don't want to hear it. Vardy was offside. Vardy was offside. The ball hits Vardy and falls to stone. Vardy was offside. I don't want to hear it. We should have won that game 2-1. Should have been top right now.
Endz should have been
Endz should not be lost and that his team are top.
allow it, man.
Listen,
Bro,
Jason,
I don't want to hear it.
Chest,
All I'm saying is, yeah,
you man should be fine, bro. You man was not playing football.
That wasn't football, blood.
That was not football, man. You know what that's like?
I'm
Yeah?
an
You know what that's like?
fan.
It's like
Do I look like Gabriel? Do I look like Gabriel? Do I look like Timber?
Picking up the professionals, bro.
You, man. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. And Zabir, you remember when we played Newcastle, yeah?
yeah.
And they kept time wasting against us, and then Carvalho scored in the
Oh,
90th.
mate.
That's what happened to Arsenal today, blood. I was watching Raya and all these men wasting time, and I was saying to myself,
how
bro,
do you waste time at
Bro,
the first whistle?
okay.
No, Endz, you a coach.
Okay.
How do you waste time at the first whistle?
Right.
These men wasted 5 minutes attacking Rodri.
Colonel, chill. I made a TikTok on it. I made a TikTok right after the game, and I said you can't be time wasting as soon as that second half kicks off. You can't be time
You
wasting.
man was time wasting at the first whistle. You man wasted 5 minutes attacking Rodri.
We were 1-0 down. We were 1-0 down.
Man called you Atletico Arsenal, you know, blood. That's how they man them.
Atletico wouldn't even do that. They would have had someone up the top of the pitch, bro.
Bro,
These man.
Atletico
Do I
ran
look like an
around on
Arsenal
the
player?
ground.
Do I look like an Arsenal player?
No.
It's your team.
I'm
man.
a supporter. There's a difference.
You got answer for your sins, bro. You got answer for your sins, bro. In confession and that. You can't do this, bro.
Yo, so why is no one addressing the fact these men wasted 5 minutes at the first whistle?
Bro, you imagine the operation.
Wait. Am I tripping?
Arteta gave
Was
him
it
a
a
team
different
talk
game?
and said, "Operation Kill Rodri."
Go and speak to Mikel Arteta. Go to the third reality training center and speak to Mikel Arteta. Why are you making it? If anything, I will tell my players to get up. Go and watch my TikTok. I'll put my TikTok in the chat. Go and watch my TikTok.
Man said Conte Arsenal still.
Man,
Listen,
you got Arteta better than Slot. Arteta's better than Slot.
No, I'll tell you.
Leave Arteta alone.
That's fine. We've had him for 5 games. Don't worry about it. It's this time. You got what I mean? He's been. Arteta's been 5 years, isn't it?
Yeah, we still got the best defense this season. So I mean, how do you justify
Yeah, this
that?
season.
You might not.
I
Yeah,
heard Savage at the very start of the stream,
this is
yeah.
Slat's
I
first
heard
season.
Savage at the very start of the stream, yeah. Say, Liverpool have the best partnership in the league. We're 5 games into the season. You don't hear me saying that.
Hold on.
We're 5
I
games
mean,
into the
Gabriel
season.
is your most
You've had
your whole
4
fan
clean
base-
sheets from 5
Your whole
games.
fan
Well
base after
done.
that
We've
game
had
in the
3.
week. Your whole fan base after
Pardon?
that game in the week. Saliba and Gabriel, best centre-back partnership. Raya, best goalkeeper in the world. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
No,
Oh,
Savage.
Raya
You know what's
doesn't
cold,
keep
yeah?
in the
No,
world.
no,
Raya,
you know what's
Savage.
cold.
No,
Raya in
Savage.
his nostrils,
Savage, I'm
blood.
not letting you
Raya,
go.
What's
blood.
cold.
Savage.
Nah, ask him about King Kai and Gabriel being the most prolific goal scorer in the team this season.
Yeah, and how come
Who
Havertz
said
never
that?
hassle game, blood? 0%
Okay,
hassle.
yo, Colonel. I'll be low key, yeah, you're pissing me off. But I'm not even trying to be rude here. I've got nothing to do with that. You're going at me having a go about my team. I'm not a player. I'm a supporter. If I go to you, yeah, say Salah,
Nah, but
Salah
you're
the diver,
supporting
this, that.
fuckery, Jason. That's fuckery, man. We gotta call it a spade. If I'm supporting bullshit, bro, I'm just supporting it. You're the one supporting it, bro. You're supporting these, man. You're supporting 0 passes. You're supporting your best goal scorer being your center back, and you're supporting bullying
Yeah,
man on the pitch. Let's stop bullying, bro. Why are you bullying the man after 30 seconds in the game, bro?
Yeah, Jake, you did
And
come
why
on
you
saying that you got
wasting time?
You came on saying you got cheated, offside goal and all that. All right, safe. But if you're gonna start nitpicking, then we'll talk about first of all the corner. Yeah, Carl Walker got done, got left in that. I think Martinelli trying to put Edison in the headlock.
Carl Walker, yeah. Carl Walker, yeah. You see the little thing he was doing, that little jabs to his stomach
Yeah,
and that.
listen, that's you know what I mean. You have to try and get on the man's skin and that, bro. But I see Martinelli holding Edison. I see the free kick get taken in the wrong spot. You know what I mean? Great goal from.
Okay, cool. We're doing that, yeah. Cool. We're doing Gabriel going at Rodri or Havertz going at Rodri, whoever did it. Haaland on Saliba, yeah. That header when they went up for the header.
Got him back. What if you take out Rodri? What do you think was going to happen? I knew that was going to happen. This man said you took out our
I
guy.
didn't want. Look, the fact that Man City couldn't beat us without Rodri. Without Rodri shows how much Rodri's important to them. If Rodri stayed on that pitch, they would have beat us. I'm saying that now.
You know how beautiful is that Arsenal fans can spin anything, bro. That's like that's like Man City saying the fact that Man City didn't have De Bruyne.
The only way to win this is to get rid of Rodri, and that's how the game started.
They took him out, bruv. And Haaland.
I didn't see that though, did I?
Haaland took it personal, bruv. That's all I'm saying. You took out his guy, and Haaland said, "Watch for the rest of it. I'm gonna get you." Remember, Haaland has to listen to you. I know it's not your fault. Answer for their sins or denounce them, and you're fine, bruv. Your fan base constantly getting onto Haaland all the time. Oh, when Haaland plays Arsenal, he can't do anything to us. Blood.
He can't. The one time he gets thrown goal, he didn't get thrown goal for the rest of that game.
So
for the rest of the game, he didn't get thrown goal.
What you mean to tell me is that his shot accuracy was 100% and he scored? That's a beautiful thing, bruv. It's a beautiful thing, bruv. That's a striker.
Oh, mate, there was this one chance. I'm forgetting it, man. It was on my mind. I completely forgot. But moving on, I'm here to talk, yeah. The way we played midweek, yeah, half of the Arsenal fans were going, nah, we're getting done. I bet Endz and Savage were also saying, yeah, not to them, not to each other, but to themselves, Arsenal got no chance to get City. I would come into the day thinking I'd be happy with 0-0 at this point.
And that's why
anyone be happy with 0-0. Man City haven't lost at home in 2 years.
And that's why, you know who the last team to beat them was? Brentford, bruv. That's why Arsenal don't win anything, bruv. You got coming in talking about happy for draws and that.
What was the last trophy?
Why are you not happy for a draw, blood? Don't you dare ask a Liverpool fan what was the last trophy, blood. Because if I ask you, it's way before Liverpool, blood. Don't do it, bruv. Don't do it.
You won the FA Cup in 2020, bro.
Our last trophy was last year, bro. What kind of question is that?
A man said he won the FA Cup.
Win anything last year?
I know. That's why I stopped myself, because I realized you might won the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, bro, like, you gotta understand yourself, man. Like, I'm not trying to rattle you in that, bro, but all I'm saying is, bro, I tune in, a Liverpool fan, tune into your game. I'm like, yo, big game, you know, I don't even know who
I tune into Liverpool game. Why do you think I come in here today?
Bro,
I think we've won 3 trophies since you won that trophy. Still,
I know, no, Savage.
We've won 3 trophies since you won that trophy.
Okay, yeah, cool. The conversation's done. Moving on, yeah. What was Colonel saying?
No, you brought up the trophies, bro.
No. Savage, hold on. Jason, here's the thing, yeah. Here's the thing. Every Liverpool fan As much as we might not even like you, man. When it's you, man, against City, we're backing you, man, bro. Big thing. Real talk, bro.
Okay,
But
same
30
when
seconds
Liverpool
in-
play Man City. We were all backing you.
But 30 seconds into the game, I saw your game plan, did not rate it, can't support it.
I pay the toll. Shut up, man. You're a chap, man. Why did you hang on me? What have I done? What did I do? I come in here to talk about football and I'm just getting violated by the
But you,
comments.
man, didn't come with football today, bro. I'm a football fan. That was not football tactics. That was NFL tactics, bro. I
That was
seen
the
that.
Antichrist.
Unnecessary
You know that,
roughness.
innit? Because you're
That was
American still.
unnecessary roughness. That's flag on the play in NFL, bro.
Flag on the
Tune
play.
in for
Bro,
football.
probably
You
got
don't go
NFL
American on you.
in
Bro,
America,
I live
fam.
in America. I'll go full American. I tune in for soccer, not NFL, bro. I got NFL vibes from Arsenal, bro. Unnecessary roughness. That's how your guy got red carded. Unnecessary roughness. That's all you man was on, bro. You man
Okay.
did not play football, bro.
Go and watch my TikTok, bro. I said all of this on my fucking TikTok. Bro, don't get me wrong. I said all of this before. I've already said all of this in a separate video. I've already said all of this. Bro, don't. Oh, mate.
All right, Jace, before you go, a few bullet points done it a little bit easier. Do you think your manager got the tactics right? Yes or no?
Paul, be quiet, man.
Do you think you got the tactics right, your manager? And I'm not trolling,
But
I'm asking.
what, today? Today?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Okay, do you think Trossard should have got sent off?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair enough.
No, in my TikTok, yeah, word
Jason,
for word, I said
I
Trossard.
rate that, Jason.
What?
I rate that. Sorry about earlier, but I rate that what you just said right there. That's big. I rate that.
No. I can't back Trossard in his defense in this situation. I love Trossard. You're already on us on a yellow card, yeah? He wasn't gonna book you until you booted the ball away. What the fuck is in your mind to go and kick the ball away? And you're already on a yellow.
I can't lie. I think there's a couple things wrong there anyway. Yeah, it's definitely yellow card kicking the ball away.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm not denying that.
How was the push in the back not yellow anyway?
No. I see it, yeah, as if he wasn't on a yellow, that would have been a yellow. But
yeah, because for me,
bear in mind, yeah, hold up, real quick. Doku did the same shit in the first half and didn't get yellow.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He passed the ball back to where it was, bro. You weren't the same example.
Yeah,
You're clutching now, Jay.
Yeah, he actually passed it back to where the ref pointed.
I cannot wait till Arsenal play Liverpool, bro. I cannot fucking wait.
Wait,
I cannot wait.
No, but Jace, we're used to you not cheating against us, bro. Odegaard with the basketball dribble and that. We're used to it, bro. So,
so is that what they do now? The Arsenal.
Why don't you like it? He's probably on the sofa in agony right now, bro.
I'm just saying, but we're used to it, man. We had Odegaard.
You do realize, yeah? Odegaard is gonna miss the game with us against you, lot.
Nah, me and love Odegaard, but I'm just saying he done the double dribble thing against us. We played you when you beat us 3-2, and all of a sudden they said the VAR camera couldn't pick up Saka being offside. And then you mashed up Diaz that game as well. We're used to it, bro. We're used to it.
It's how we play football, bro. It's not like every single game you go in and do a fucking NFL rugby tackle.
No, you lot are becoming the bullies of the Premier League.
Okay, Atalanta, yeah, what happened? Did you watch Atalanta game?
Bullied.
That's Atalanta rough themselves. That's why, bro.
You got bullied.
Yeah.
You can't turn up in Bergamo and think you can mess up Atalanta, bro. Of course not.
Hey, Jay, I'm gonna let you go. Big up, though.
You man looks free.
Yo.
Nah, big up, Jay. He's a G still.
Nah, it's my first time talking to him. I rate him, you know.
He's a G still. He's a G, bro.
No man said, "Paul, shut up." Hey, let me bring Paul in. Hey, Paul, big up, man. The man told you to shut up, Paul, bro. I don't know why.
Hey, where's Jay? What's happening to Jay? I thought he's next.
We had to move him on, man.
Okay, man. Okay, easy, man. All right. I caught the last bit of Mike's section of the show, and I actually agree with what he says. Most of what he says, actually. So I'm with Mike on the part that Schlobs lies. I don't think he's quite good enough to play the 10 role. He's great off the ball, but in terms of creativity, he's not. So, like I said, I'll put Maka there. And also I would put Maka there, but I would also try Harvey Elliott as well. If he was fit, I would have tried Harvey Elliott. but not Slobsly. And I think next season, if you get the funds to strengthen the squad, I think he's going to be a squad player rather than a regular starter. That's just me.
Why do you think this though? Because you have to give us a bit of context to it so we know.
Like I said earlier, he doesn't offer anything with the ball when we have the ball at feet. Doesn't. He's got the ball at his feet. Doesn't know what to do with the ball. His pass is substandard. Yeah, that's just my observation. Yeah.
What can he do to improve for you to stay in this team then? Because you said he's going to be on the bench, right?
He needs to be more creative. He needs to increase his assists and goals, or GA, whatever you like to call it. Yeah, he needs to improve on that. And
what if he has like a poor game, but he gets like an assist like Mo did?
It has to be consistent if you're putting him in those margins. Yeah, it has to be consistent, game after game. And the same with Nunez. He scored one goal yesterday, but he's got to do it consistently. Game after game after game. That's where the best strikers earn their corn. When they're putting the ball in the back end on a regular basis and they're contributing to the team's chances of winning the trophy.
Do you not, from yesterday's game, then he got his start and he scored his goal? You not think that's a good start and maybe he can carry it on?
I'll give him a chance. Yeah, if he plays the next game and he continues to build up a goal scoring rep, then I might change my mind. But at the moment, I am not convinced. I didn't even want us to sign him. That was my yeah.
So you didn't like his performance yesterday then?
I said that he weren't bad yesterday. I was quite surprised that he played as well as he did. Very surprised.
Okay, fair enough.
Like I said, I always give a player a chance, even though I never wanted us to sign him in the first place. If he proves me wrong, then I stand corrected.
I'm sorry, Paul. Big up. Was this McAllister or Sabazza? Who you
I'm not Nunez. Nunez or McAllister, any of the two.
Okay, Nunez and McAllister. Yeah, I know. I heard of Nunez. I was trying to figure out the midfielder. Okay, I got you.
Okay,
those two.
So what was wrong with
McAllister? I have my doubts about at the moment.
So what's wrong with McAllister then, in your opinion?
No, I got plenty of love for McAllister. He's probably our most creative player, apart from Gravenberch. And some would say Trent, but I'm not particularly there on that yet.
All right, fair enough, man. So who? So in your idea, then what about Mo? Did Mo play well yesterday?
He hasn't played well for the last 3 games. Yeah, and he's been on the decline for quite a while. And I think that decline will continue. The older he gets, in my opinion, he's not going to be the same player who got 35 goals in 4 consecutive seasons, 30 goals plus in 4 or 5 consecutive seasons.
The only reason why I asked though, Paul, is because the first name you mentioned was Sobo instead of Mo, and I think Sobo had a way better game than Mo did yesterday. But that's my opinion. But that's what I've noticed. Not saying just from you, Paul. I'm saying from just in general having conversation. It's like everyone's scared to mention the guy's name, and we kind of use.
No, I'm not afraid to criticize Mo at all. I don't.
You chose to go for Sobo when clearly he had a better game. Even if you don't like him as a player, that's fine. We will have our preference.
Yeah.
From anyone that can watch a game yesterday can clearly see one had a better game than the other. But we still mention the other guy. Then that's why I feel like it's not an agenda. Maybe it's an agenda. Maybe it's not. I don't know. We all have.
Let me tell you something now. Mo wasn't even a choice of mine. When we first signed him, I thought, man, we shouldn't sign him. And he's been one of the few players that's actually proved me wrong. And he's gone on to be to some fans, a Liverpool legend. So I wasn't in favour of Mo. Yeah.
Fair enough, man. Any questions for us guys before you go, bro?
Pardon?
Any questions for us?
Right. Okay. Right. Do you think we need to sign a number 6 still, even though Gravenberch is playing well?
Yes.
just for cover.
Maybe not even cover, but someone that's their position.
Yeah, position that
It's good to have
that
the
can rotate
equal
with.
quality. It's good to have equal quality in the team, if not something better.
Yeah,
because then
I hear the rumors that we're still interested in Zubimendi. That deal could be back on.
What about you guys, man? Do you guys think we need to sign a 6?
No. I think signing a 6, it's a bit weird. I think I'd rather have Elliott and Jones step up before I sign somebody, because signing someone will prevent them from stepping up, and then that's just 2 extra man we just got there just to got their sake. So I'd rather them man step up, and if they can't step up, yeah, we'll sign someone. So if there was ever a season where we're like, yo, these men got the opportunity, it's this season. Fortunately, one of them is injured. Well, both of them.
They're not going to play the 6 though, are they?
Well, no, it's not about them playing the 6. I definitely believe Sabazalai can play the double pivot. It's not necessarily a 6. McAllister's played there already. Yeah. So where I'm going with it is, all we need is just more men to rotate in that 10 position, if you would, because it's definitely a 4-2-3-1, and we have about 4 men that can run the double pivot. We just need 4 men that can run the fucking 10, or 3 men that can run the 10. And both of them has been injured. One just got back. We've seen him rotate, looking Lampard-esque. And, you know, man, long may it continue. So do we need to sign someone? Nah. I said, let's give these men an opportunity to earn their stake. And if they can't, then yeah, sign someone. But I don't think we should sign someone without giving them the full opportunity. That's all.
I'd only sign someone because he doesn't seem to want to use Wataru in it. So that's the only reason. If he was going to use Wataru and I knew he was going to be a mainstay in the team, then I wouldn't sign one. But because he's not going to use him, clearly doesn't want to use him, then all right, then sign one on it. That's the only reason. Because you're going to need cover in it. We know that we've had injury problems before where 3 man could drop out and all of a sudden it's completely different. So that's the only reason.
Big up, Paul, man. Appreciate you, man.
Okay, thanks for having me on, gents. Enjoy your
Can I ask Paul something real quick before you let him go?
Of course. Yeah, go ahead, man.
So, Paul, in one of the previous games this season on the slot, we seen him take off McAllister and brought on Bradley and then push Trent into the midfield. It's something I've always wanted. I didn't want it this way, but it's something I've always wanted. In the last game, we only had 1 midfielder on the bench, and it was Jones. So that tells me if it was making a second midfielder change, he would have just bring on Bradley and push Trent in the middle. Is that something you like?
It'd be something to try, definitely. Yeah, something we can try.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like you say, I like this guy because he's willing to try anything, and his thinking is like a Swiss Army knife. He's got lots of different ideas, different tactical variations in his approach to the game. And that's what I like about him. He's flexible. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So that's my opinion.
Big up, bro.
Take care, man.
Big
Thank
up,
you.
man. Big up, man.
See that number 10 thing with Sabazalai, man. I think we should just nip it in the bud now and allow it, bro. We're just gonna talk about this every week, bro. Like,
what do you mean, sir?
Because he's in the position of the number 10 almost, but every week everyone comes out and says, "I'm a team as a number 10." Well, the manager's playing him there, and it's why we're still talking about it all the time. He's gonna keep going over the same thing.
I thought Mike cleared that up when he said McAllister's in there and he's further back. So it's almost like the team set up that way, but the team don't.
No, Mike was saying that he prefers McAllister up there, but most of the season it's been Sabazalai that's in that role in that. But maybe he's just playing. I mean, obviously he can do more creatively because there's times when he's on the edge of the box, but maybe the manager just wants him to do something different from what the conventional number 10 is. Conventional number 10 in most teams don't even exist anymore. So
they don't even track back in some teams.
Yeah, exactly. So he does so much work tracking back, and that's probably what the manager doesn't mind as much.
Yeah,
obviously, if you're in a clear scoring position or a position where you can pass the ball and give an assist, then if you get that wrong, of course the manager's gonna have something to say. He'd have something to say with Virgil doing it. But I'm talking like, is obviously even the formation every time we shape up, he's in that position. Everyone's just gonna come on every week and say the same thing about him. It's like,
I mean, call me a wild animal, bro, but that needs to be
focus on what he's doing well.
From where I'm standing, bro, there's no one I prefer in the 10 than Sabazalai. The reason being is the midfield is very fluent, and I don't trust Harvey to rotate back. I don't trust certain men to rotate back. And the way the mid, bro, I'm seeing Gravenberch driving.
No, I
And then
agree.
Sabazala
I
just give
agree.
man the license. So
If you play
just
Harvey in the
that
10,
unpredictable triangle of the three, bro,
yeah,
I think
exactly.
the three is perfect. There's no,
Well,
bro, there's
that's
no
my
denying
point, because
it.
Harvey in the 10 will do the 10 job properly, but a 10
But he won't do the defensive aspect.
exactly, and a normal number 10 wouldn't be tracking back that much, bro. Man ain't trying to see Ronaldinho run back and slide tackle man. That's just not. That's not it, bro.
I don't even see Carvalho doing it either. So
No, so what would happen is if you put Harvey in that role in this squad, because everyone's fed up of Sabozla already, then he would do the offensive side perfect,
Yeah.
and then everyone would be like, "But he doesn't track back. He doesn't do enough defensive work." I'm like, bro, what do you want, bro? Like I'm saying, and obviously everyone can think what they want, but clearly we have to get used to the manager. You see what he does every week, and you know that he does stuff a little bit different, and you're just gonna keep going against it based on what you want. But like, who cares what you want, bro? Like, the manager ain't there to listen to us, bro. He's obviously got his own ideas of doing things, innit?
no,
So-
we do care what they want, bro. That's their
The manager doesn't give a damn what we
opinion.
want, bro. Because at the end of the day, when
No,
he
but
gets
it's the
sacked and that, bro,
calling, though. The calling so the fans can tell us what they want.
that's I don't care what they want.
Let me bring sideline in on that note. No one cares what you want, sideline, bro.
Big up, everyone. I just want to say, shame on you, Zabiri, for leaving me alone over there.
Nah, man, don't bring that over here, man. You heard man was saying that blasphemous stuff. I had to jump out of there, man. And Quasi's my guy, you know.
I
Bruv.
know, I'm just joking.
I left with
Oh,
sideline on the screen looking mad confused. You know, I said, bro, sideline. Because he kept telling him, you need to finish the team off and that. And then sideline was like, yeah, we're 3-0 up and we ain't conceded. And then he's like, yeah, but you need to put him to the top, finish him off. I said sideline. He went to say something. He said, all right.
No, you know what actually triggered me, sideline. I saw your comment and I ignored it in the stream, you know.
I know.
I wasn't
Just
even gonna
joking,
do that or say anything. It was your reaction that sent me, because you don't seem like the type of guy to call him out. So I had to do it on your behalf. Like he lost you. And I'm like, nah, I gotta defend sideline, because sideline has lost it, man. So you're the only reason I did it. And then I'm like, maybe if I leave, you'll just end it peacefully. Because I wanted to end with violence. I'm gonna bring men up on charges.
Talk to us, man, sideline. What was your thoughts on the
We
game?
saying no sideline, man.
Yeah. No, anyway, we're in this stream. Please, everyone, like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't.
Love.
Check Endz Man other channels as well. I've checked them myself, and I really like a few videos myself too.
I see you, bro. I see them.
There is a lot of points like was brought up today, and I don't know where to start. I'm coming in with my NFL shirt. I don't know if you can see it.
I don't like it still. I don't like it.
It's what I have in the back. I have a bunch of them actually. It's not for me, it's for my wife actually. I don't watch the NFL. But anyway, this is the Minnesota Vikings. And the Viking today had a decent maybe first 5-10 minutes, and that's about it. He was shut down. When I say the Viking, that was Haaland. Arteta. Man, oh man, I don't know. Thank God Arsenal didn't win today. I'm gonna say that. Otherwise, that's for the sake of freaking football and for my sanity. I don't know. I'm just saying my opinion, right? Thank God Arsenal did not win today, because we will not hear the end of it from some of the Arsenal fan base. Not all of them, but big portion of them. We will not hear the end of that, right? Saliba, I rate him high, top 5 defender. I have no problem with that. Gabriel, he's not. Gabriel is not. But Gabriel is one of the players that whenever you have a corner, when they have a corner, you look up to Gabriel, who is guarding him. And while I was doing the watch along, Doku the first time, like what the fuck, and was guarding him. And then it was Walker. He was like poking him. He was like, "Are you in kindergarten, man? Like, freaking guard your guy, right?" Like he was not doing the job. So that's why Gabriel got his goal. But anyway, it was second half was really horrible to watch of that game. There was a lot of drama, a lot of entertainment stuff that happened in it, but the second half it was not football at all. Anyway, so that's for that. Soboslai in the 10. Like remembering the videos that I watched on Soboslai and when he used to play for Leipzig, he played the 10 role, but not in a central way. So this is a new thing for him. This is a new position for him, right? He didn't play. He was not centralized, playing the 10 role with RB Leipzig or in the previous season with us, right? So this is a new position for him. The manager plays him, been playing him. He likes him. I think the guy he's really skillful and he has it, but didn't have I don't know, the right time, the chance, the rhythm to show it yet. I would love to see more shooting from him or having the team create more shooting opportunities for him. Because if you see some of his shooting, oh boy, you know.
Mm.
But it's just the style that we play, the way how the manager wants to play. We got to roll with it, right? We'll say our opinions, but as Savage says, at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. But we just say our opinion, and that's it. Whether it's and at the end of the day, everybody should just realize, and I believe it. Whatever opinion you have, it could be right, it could be wrong, right? Can't be right like all the time. That's what I had to say about Suboslai. Yesterday game, it was really good. I'm really happy. Yeah, there was some bad stuff, but that's fine. We move on. 3 points, clean sheet, 3 goals, delicious goals. Diaz was man of the match. Ibo had a phenomenal performance. Gallagher had a really good game as well. We should have a lot of patience, man. This is a new manager coming into a new club with his own style, and he's trying to implement it, right? He unlocked Gravenberch. We're every game, every week, we're talking about how good Gravenberch is performing, and I believe that's Gravenberch had it, so credit for Gravenberch, but big credit as well to Slot, for unlocking him, right? McAllister been having a really good season so far, I would say. Maybe I would like to see him a little bit up front as well every now and then whenever the coach see that it suit him and it suit the team right there and then, for whatever opponent. He is changing his style from one game to another. You will see that some games that we had more than 50% of the ball position. Some other games we had 40% or 45, right? So he's flexible, which is good because every team is different. Some of them are low block, some of them are high line, some of them rugby, freaking football, for God's sake, right? Those are my takes.
Can I ask you a quick question before you
Go ahead, man. Yeah, for sure, man.
What was your opinion on Mo's performance yesterday?
See, his overall performance is bad. I'm not gonna deny that it was bad, but if you ask me, like, would you play Mo 90 minutes?
Mm.
Potentially, I would play him because how can I say it? I will always expect something from Mo, and Mo had an assist. Whether you consider it as an assist or not, yesterday he kind of had an assist, right? But was his performance good? Not really. Not to the Mo that we expect from, right? Not to his standard as well. His standard is really high. Someone was saying that some Liverpool fans believe believe he's a legend. Well, one of the fans that I believe Mo Salah is a legend. He's already a legend. Come on, like how many more goals and assists the guy have to score to get the respect and get that title to be a Liverpool legend? Right? He is a legend already.
All right, no, big up sideline, bro. We'll chop that up because I want to ask the man them something, but big up to you, bro.
For sure, man. Take care, man.
Man. Thanks for that.
Big up
But-
sideline, man.
No, but you see, but you understand why I say that, lad. Yeah, it's not a dig Mo out, yeah. But
You know what? I know that, but all the last 3 call-ins now, you've asked everyone before they leave what did they think of Mo. So it does sound like you've got an issue with him.
no, but that's what I mean. But that's what I mean. The only reason why I asked Sav is because during all of our conversations, it's like everyone blanks out what I see or what they've seen and just go, do you know what? Nah, man, he's got credit in the bank. We don't even want to speak about it. And I think that's unfair because the way that I see you describe other players, lazy, don't do this. They're not good enough. They can't pass 5 yards. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, can
that
we
money,
not
that money in the bank.
round it all up and speak properly about the game then and speak about the players? And it's not about
We're in a whole new phase with a new manager and new everything, bro. So there ain't no money in the bank for anyone, but it should just be. That's what everyone said anyway, bro. They spin it however they feel. So when Slot was coming in, for their players that weren't doing the greatest, everyone was quick to say, yeah, everyone just give everyone a fresh start. For the players that weren't doing as well, now their favourites not doing as well. It's like one's got money in the bank. Well, bro, that money in the bank ran out time ago.
Wait. Forgive me, guys, but I'm gonna have to stick up for Mo here, which is rare.
Mm-hmm.
Mo being selfish isn't new. What Mo is doing now isn't new. It's just what Mo is, right? I think it's actually unfair to wait till a new manager comes in to try to out him.
Well, luckily for you, me and Endz didn't. I made a whole video.
No. I'm not saying you, but I'm just like, for the people in the chat, but because you might know how I feel about it.
But no one else in the chat is outing him. That's Endz's point. They're not outing him.
They're not.
No, they're not outing him. But the reason why I'm saying they're not outing him is it seems a bit unfair. The new manager comes in and all they're leaning on is money in the bank. To your point, Savage, the money in the bank is not the point to be leaning on. It's almost like you're better off saying, yo, this is who he always is. But they won't say that. You see what I'm trying to get at now, Savage?
I get it,
they're
but
better off
I don't want
defending
to
them by saying this is what Mo always been. So to out
yeah, but I think in particular, 2 of the last 3 games, because 3 of them has not been very good. But I think in particular, 2 of the last 3 games, he's been terrible, bro. So there's terrible. Mo's not always rubbish, bro.
No, I'm gonna give you 2 stats. I'm gonna give you 2 stats, and this is how mad the 2 stats is. You ready? Watching the game against Bournemouth, commentator said Mo has scored 9 in 9 against Bournemouth. I watch a 9-0 where Mo didn't score, right?
Yeah.
No one's talking about that game, right? Mo has played 5 games, 3 goals, 4 assists. That's 7 GA in 5 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't new, Savage, is what I'm saying. The fact of the matter is we've always seen bad games, but for some reason the GA gloss over it. It's always been Mo, my guy. It's always been him. The thing that I'm saying is mad is people are saying, oh, you got credit in the bank. No, it's not credit in the bank. He's always been stinky. That's my point. The thing I'm trying to say is don't tell us he got credit in the bank, because to me, there was never any credit in there. Man's always been stinky for 65, 75 minutes. It just looks away we're outing him under a new manager for the same stuff he been doing.
Yeah, he ain't got credit.
I don't think we should be outing him for the stale, bro. It's a stale argument. He be poor and got a GA.
Sorry, go on, sir.
And it's always the same. He's always been poor.
But the
reason
why is because we're playing a different way of football and we're doing different things, and it's going to affect other players. And then it's like Klopp was used to it, so that's on Klopp, innit? Klopp's used to it. Whatever. This is Slot, and he's trying to implement new things and stuff like that. And of course, the fair thing to say back to me is, well, surely Slot's fine with it because he keeps playing it. That's true. That's fine. So you got to live and die by that. So if he starts having, because there's gonna. Endz says it all the time, but that means there's going to be games where, like, when he's not going to get the goal or assist, bro. And then what man they're going to say? Well, then they're going to mention the credit in the bank. All I'm saying is I'm keeping the same energy for every player, whether you're my favorite or not my favorite. Mo is a legend already. That's not disputed. But if Virgil has a bad game, which he rarely has a bad game, man would say Virgil had a bad game. If Mo has a bad game, everyone goes quiet and brings up the next person who had a bad game, and then hopefully no one brings up Mo, which is what Endz just said.
Can I ask you about a question that's been bothering me all weekend? I feel like the past 2 games and the way Mo's always been, I think it's a massive effect on McAllister and Szoboszlai.
Why?
Because if Szoboszlai goes on a drive and lay it off to Mo, and Mo does fuck all, there goes Szoboszlai's assist.
Yeah, luckily for Mo,
Szoboszlai impact in the game.
Well, luckily for them two, they fuck up for each other because he doesn't lay the ball off properly to Mo, and Mo keeps doing up slip shot. McAllister's a little bit different, but yeah.
Was it in the last game as well, Sam? We kind of gave maybe he had the time. Like for me, I thought that if he squared it first time after beating this man, in Moreno against Forest, and Sobo was waiting for a square and he shot the near post. Yeah. Listen, we're not having a goal, and when every time I bring it up, I always try and stick to the performance to the game. But for some reason, it feels like everyone just thinks I'm just.
I mean, the fair point what you're saying is, man, I'm happy to say it about Trent though.
Yeah.
So Trent's if we go, Trent's gonna do the Hollywood pass, and then Zabiri says that's how Trent's always been. Still fair statement, but he's still stunk up the game. So, but
no, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, you are.
It's
But the point is, for Endz's point is, for Trent, everyone will happily say it though. Everyone will happily say that he stunk up the game, even though it's something he always does. They'll happily say it. Whereas Mo, remember, Trent got an assist too. But I said at the beginning, this Trent weren't very good, and no one argued with that part.
No.
It's mentioned Mo, and they was like, yeah, but you know, it's not his job to be good in the game, and it's all their job to be good in the game. And all I'm saying is, it's a new manager and all that. So if it's a fresh start for everyone, and we're 6 games in, he's been 50% of the games has been good.
Yeah.
And that's fair to say.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So
When we get to the next game, like we've ended the preview for like West Ham or something. We'll talk about who you want to play in the game, and if he doesn't play, I'm not going to bring Mo up at the end of the game like everyone else does. He ain't there. And if he plays and he's good, I'll just talk about he's good. And if he stinks, then I'll just say he stinks in the game. I don't understand why, like, not obviously you like, because we're having a conversation, but people get really emotional when you talk about Mo. I'm like, bro, I hear it still, but just relax, man. I didn't say he was shit. I said he weren't good in these games, bro.
And that's why we always do the game by game in it. And you guys already know in it in the chat, you guys know. When we speak about the players, we stick to game by game. It's not like all season. It's never been that. When he was playing well in them 3 games, I gave him the credit. But then I noticed he had a poor performance, and I mentioned it.
Whoever still does player ratings on their channel, go and check anyone's player ratings. This is just a hunch I got. And then I bet you, if Mo's been bad and they mark him down low, he's not on his own. Because they can't leave him on his own. He has to be with somebody, so got a little teammate there in solitary confinement, but he can't just be on his own but bad. Nah, trust me, I promise, bro. If someone gives Mo a 4 after a game, I promise there's somebody else who's got a 4, even if they weren't as bad. Just because can't have that narrative because it looks like man.
You say mass punishment in that.
Yeah, everyone has to get it, man.
Everyone has to get it. Push up for everyone, blood.
Yeah. Do you know them
push ups for everyone. Nah, that's
we bring Dean into the building. Big up, bro.
Wagwan. How's it going?
Big up, bro.
What about TV, man? Like Dean, he's in.
You guys are good?
Good, man. Chilling, bro. Relax,
man.
You can hear me clearly, can you?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, I've just been listening, and I'm tired, man. Like, I think I'm one of those people. If you remember, and like, I criticize our players more because I think I see things that other people don't see. The other day, I commented on a TikTok where people were posting. There was a video, and people were like praising Salah, and I'm like, look, for as long as I remember, maybe it's just me. Salah has never had, if he doesn't score, he rarely gets 6 out of 10. One game that he did well, remember the Manchester City when he banned up the Mandem in the 18 area. That one game that stood up to me. He was beating his man, he was passing well, he was making better decisions. That's the only one game that stands out since he's joined Liverpool for me. He's a good asset to have. He's very valuable. He adds value to the club. He when he finishes. But now, I promise you, this is a spoiler. I don't think Man is getting a contract. They can see the decline. Those guys are smart. They're very analytic. They can see. Look, I've seen Salah trying to shoot since the preseason. My cousin, like young cousin, 5-year-old, can shoot now better than Salah. He doesn't. I don't know where the power went, bro. I've no idea where the power went. Like, he's trying to shoot, like it's like he's passing.
Who gave him the ball I can't remember who gave it to him, and then he just passed it to the goalkeeper.
It was just
bro. Who was? No, can we check? Because if it was someone, you're like, bro, that could have been.
It was near post as well, isn't it? It was at the near post.
Yeah, and
but who passed it? I want to know who passed it. So
Trent. It was Trent who passed it.
Trent, yeah. Bro, and he's been doing that for a while, bro. And it's been going under the radar. He lost his shot power, and he's been and I think he even lost his head too. One thing that I never liked about Salah, he never had the killer instinct. When you make a bad decision and make another bad decision and then make another bad decision, then after the game you watch the video. I know they do this. They watch the video. They analyze what did we do right, what did you wrong. Then you still go back to the next match and do the same thing that you're doing for the past year already. I don't understand, because he's been doing the same shit. Like, I guess in the moment you're carried away, you feel like I want to score. Maybe I know it gets incentives, the goal and all these things. I get that, but at some point it's a team game because if you try to do something stupid, it's only gonna cost the team because your individual bonuses and individual awards are not more important than the teams. That's what I've always said about Salah. It's the same thing, the same criticism I had on Curtis Jones. On his day, Curtis Jones can be a very good player, but the problem is decision making, the superstar mentality that I'm the guy. I'll show you that, I have the ball. We try to go on a counter, you're holding the ball, you're passing back to Kelleher. Like, what the fuck is that? Same thing with Salah. Like, one trick pony. They've got, these guys are professional, they're getting millions. Why can't you just analyze and see, okay, I'm playing against this player, 8 million. You know his weaknesses, what you have to do. What should I do? How do I beat him? And we see these oppositions doing this to us. They know exactly how to play against Robertson, they know how to play against Trent. If they know these weaknesses, they target him. We don't I know under Klopp we never really done that. We had a certain way. We counter, put the ball behind, he runs, he cuts inside, boom. And even if it cuts inside, you could, what are you doing? Like, they know already you're going to cut inside. Why don't you go on the byline, cutting cross with your right? So what? Because when he does it, it's good. The problem is the consistency, and he covered it up with his goals. That's one thing that's always been frustrating when he scores everybody 10 after 10. Mo Salah, the we're seeing his name. Look, he's a great player. I mean, for what he has been doing. But I think in this system, we need proper bowlers. I regret not signing Olise. We need bowlers. Somebody that can create magic. We need your Musialas, your vets. Somebody like even Sobo. You see Sobo. I know there's room for improvement. It's complacent. It's that superstar. I'm handsome. I'm good looking. I'm smiling every time he does something. He looks at the camera. He does this. We have fucking football players. Sorry, mind my French. You're a football player. Play the freaking ball. Just make a 3 yard pass or whatever pass you wanna make. Or shoot. He shoots for Hungary. He shoots and he scores goals. I don't know why he doesn't remember his instructions or not. It's that superstar mentality that Klopp. For me, this is the only one of the things I'll blame on Klopp. He made this man feel special. I understand. They have to be comfortable. You know. Slot is a little bit stubborn. If you look, he doesn't. He's not shy to call you out. He's not shy to substitute you. If you're not playing well, you bench you. I think that's something that these guys need. He might lose the dressing room a little bit, but I don't think he cares because there's plenty of players out there that you can get that can still work under him. So I'm not really scared of Slot losing the dressing room. But I want this man to address these things. Sobo has room to improve. Passing was never, even though we were comparing him to De Bruyne, he was never a great passer. He's a good striker of the ball. He's got decent passing, long range. He was good at short passing. But I think now because of instruction, he's running. After running, you have to pass, and everything is happening in real time. I think we just need to find a way to balance the team a little bit so that he can only focus on certain things, and then this man, whether it's the double pivot, they can only focus on, because he has to do everything. And one of the problems is because it's Trent and Salah, as Endz mentioned, because we can't, we have the ball from the back, we build up nicely, we give it to Salah, he loses the ball, and already we're outnumbered. He has to sprint back because Trent has left the position, Sobo has left the position, and probably Gravenberg is already helping the attack, and we're vulnerable. Konate has to cover the whole right side. He has to cover the whole side by himself. So I feel it's gonna get us into trouble because these players might get injured, and we don't have the bench that can still do the same job. That means he has to change the tactics again to complement the players that's gonna come in. Like Endo can't do that stuff, so that means we have to change our whole gameplay because this man can do it, but I think it's gonna be too much of. If only we had signed the right player who can back Salah or challenge Salah. We don't. I'm hoping that man that you put on the Chiesa, he can get things. You can see when he came on. I was smiling. I'm like, that's what I'm looking for. Don't mess around. Shoot. Beat your man. Shoot. We rarely remember the Nottingham first game. We're trying to be Barcelona. We're trying to pass the ball into the net. 1-2s outside. What is that? We've got Gravenberg who can shoot. We've got Soboslai. We've got Trent. And we need to have a little bit of variation and all that stuff. So it's been very frustrating. So I don't think Salah is getting a contract personally, and I'm not against it, but I understand it. I understand it because I'm looking at it. Because it's getting it's not gonna get any better. It's not like it's gonna improve. He's 30 something, guys. We're not expecting this man to improve because he's been doing the same shit over and over and over and over, and it seems like he's very stubborn. He's oblivious to the mistakes. Because you can't do the same thing. You go to the next game, you're doing exactly the same thing, and he smiles. He's looking in the sky like this and he's smiling, bro. And it frustrates you as a fan, like, bro, we are losing to Nottingham Forest, and you're making these mistakes and you're doing this stuff, and you're smiling. We need the killer instinct where if you make a mistake, you like Nunez. I like Nunez. As much as people don't like him, yesterday he proved that he can do the job. If only if we are patient with him, and I know Slot and his team can work with the man, and you can see he was linking up. His first touch wasn't terrible yesterday, and I give this credit to Slot because the fact that this man, they have to fight for their positions. When you come on, there's no margin for error. I like that. Nobody is guaranteed except for Salah. I think Salah needs to feel the heat a little bit. Nobody is guaranteed. Diaz, that's why he's been performing because he's got he's got 3 players now fighting for the same position. Look at him. He's an animal now. Look at Trent. He knows Bradley is an animal. Look at how he's been. As much as look at his defending. All of a sudden, Trent can I know he could defend, but he didn't want to defend because when he tested the midfield, he didn't want to play the right back anymore. When he tested them, so he wanted Klopp to play him on the midfield. That's why he was doing all this tantrums and all these things. But I know we won the Champions League. Trent was we won the league. Trent was the right back. As we can say.
Dean,
yeah,
Dean, before I let you go, bro, just one
so,
thing. Are you happy? You just yes or no, and then I'll let you go, bro. If Salah doesn't sign a new deal, you cool with it, yeah?
Yeah, 100%. We eventually we need to move on. Life goes on. There's plenty of talent out there. I mean, every is he gonna play for Liverpool until 40? No.
Bro, I'm gonna let you go because I'll bring on the rest of the guys. But big up to you.
I mean, thank you, man. I'm just saying we need to be ruthless, man. I hope we are. It's
All
fine.
right, bro. In a bit.
I can keep VIBZZ for 1 season though. VIBZZ is still a good player.
That's not even a conversation, bro. VIBZZ stays at all costs.
You see Endz moving like he lost the time storm, but I hear it still.
No.
You know what?
I want to give people a bit more time. I want to give them.
You know what's
do you know what it is though, Savage, bro? I feel like the man that used to rush, bro, but they don't. Man just start randomly saying stuff. I want to hear the people point of views, man.
I hear it.
You know what I mean?
Nah, I felt like you was waiting to see how many names he can throw under the bus because the man's talking about Salah, and then I heard Curtis. I'm not even part of the CDO, and I felt violated. I'm like, hey, yo, fuck that guy.
Curtis under the bus, bro.
Yeah, and then you ask him about fucking Salah contract, and man said, yeah, Verge though, 1 more season. I'm like, the fuck they gotta do with Salah's contract? You know what I'm saying? And man start talking about, players having privilege, and then all of a sudden start calling another man beautiful, but didn't apologize for that. And no man said why. And I'm just like, you know what? Let me just keep it peaceful.
Sometimes people have to be under the bus themselves, bro. If I want to call the next man beautiful, it is what it is.
Nah, it's gay ass fan base, man. Nah, I hate it, bro. It's disgusting, bro. I don't want to hear next man talk about other man being handsome and that, bro. It's weird, blood.
Man, I'll be mad.
Nah, handsome is okay because that's what.
No, it's not, bro. You're not talking
beautiful
about
is not okay.
Blood, if you're not talking about your son,
bro,
if you're not talking about your son, I don't want to hear it, bro.
No. Man is described as handsome. When you go out your way to call a next man beautiful, nah, that gotta be why, bro. Beautiful.
Just know that just know that these are the same man I've never heard mention that gal once, blood. So if I don't hear you mention the gal,
once again, bro, it should be a viable moment. And
we're all inclusive in that over here, blood. Just, you know what I mean? State your claim before you jump on, so I know where I stand, blood. You get me?
All right, K-Mac, big up, bro. What you got to tell us, man, today?
That chiseled chin, those smouldering looks.
Yo, yo, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ends. Appreciate you for having me for an hour and 20 minutes. Savage. Big up yourself. Keep it real at all times, bro. Okay, Mac. We'll see you on the next one. Yeah. I'll see you on the next
Oh,
one.
you got to stay
Man,
on. You got to stay on. I've
bro.
got
I'm
some
jumping out of
questions.
here, bro.
I've only got 2 questions, and I want to say a couple of things. That's all.
Safe.
Okay. So my first question: do you think we have picked a really good manager or coach, head coach for Liverpool? First question: yes or no?
Yes.
5 games in, yes.
Yeah.
I think we picked a good manager so far. 5 games is nothing. So, but he looks good so
Okay.
far. But Postecoglou looked
Okay.
good for 15 games, so that's
Oh,
why.
Sav, allow me, bro, because that's what.
No. But Savage, we only have the sample we have, and based off the sample, it's a yes.
Okay. Second question: next season, do you think we will lose all 3 players on free transfers or transferred out? Yes or no?
Which 3 players specifically?
All the contracts, all the ones
3.
on 6 months left.
Virgil, Salah, Trent. No, I don't think we'll lose all of them.
No, I don't think all 3. I think we'll lose one of the 3.
I think we'll lose 2 of them. I think Virgil's staying.
Yeah, I agree with you, Savage.
I don't think we'll lose 2.
Okay.
Trent is staying. Trent is staying. Virgil is staying.
Yeah, I'm with what End said.
That's all I'm saying. Them 2 are staying. I don't know about the other guy. He might. I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of just give you like my real honest opinion about what I'm seeing so far, and what I'm seeing is just incredible. Like it's incredible stuff. Like for him to be able to get his tactics over to the team in such a short amount of time, with such less time on the training pitch than most managers have had, because he didn't have his first 11 for pre-season at all, is unbelievable. Like, and I genuinely feel we probably do need to lose a Salah and a Trent to move forward as a team under Slot, because that's the history. Like that's done a lot of stuff already, and I feel like he can actually make that happen. And the reason why I say that is we've now got 2 players who are playing the games of their lives in Diaz and Gravenberch, who last season were pretty stinky, to be fair. Like they really were. And for him to be able to incorporate them into a team so quickly and have them firing so quickly, like Diaz has had 11 shots and he scored 5 goals. Like Gravenberch is on 90% pass ratio in games and 80 touches and a minimum of 4 interceptions and 6 recoveries in each game. Like these are just incredible numbers. And what we have to look at as well is we've got such a young midfield. Like they're already so experienced in with the world of football. You've got McAllister, you've got Dominic Szoboszlai, and you've got Gravenberch. And everyone can moan about Dominic Szoboszlai all you want, but you need to see what he does for the team. Like, you know, he does a lot for the team. And I think the goals and I think the assist will come because he's not done that in the past for Liverpool. And now he's in positions where he can do it. And I think he will start doing it. He needs to stop looking at Salah, by the way, because he keeps on looking for Salah all the time. And he needs to start doing things himself, which I think he will. And I genuinely believe we'll win the league this season. I genuinely believe we'll win the league this season. And I think we'll win the league because I feel like we approach games differently now. Like we try different things in games. We change the way we play in games. We see opportunities and we see weaknesses in teams where it was a case of you just play 4-3-3 and we play you, you play us. We're a stronger team. We'll win the game. Like, and sometimes we win it off the bench. But I'm looking at the game and I'm just looking at the game management. Like we blew Bournemouth away in 10 minutes, and they had 19 shots in that game, and I didn't feel like we were under any threat. And we could have been winning 3-0 last season, and the way they came at us, I might have gone, oh, that could end up 3-2, you know, that might be a bit squeaky bum at the end. Like, but I just feel like this manager or this coach has really got something about him that's special. Like, and just listen to him talk. Like, it's all about the team. It's never about the players, all about the team. And he'll dig people out if he needs to. If people aren't doing their job, he'll tell them. Like, and he'll say it in a press conference. And I just think the needle is great. And he doesn't get involved in the refereeing, doesn't get involved in the games, like, you know, the rivalry and that stuff. I just feel like we've got something that's going to be really special. And I'm so excited to be a Liverpool supporter right now, because I can watch all the others fight on the pitch, because City and Arsenal was a punch-up in the end with how many bloody noses. And they can whinge about the referee, and they can whinge about this, but I think we're just going to go on and do our business. And long may it continue.
Man. So what did you think of Mo's performance?
I don't think it really matters. I don't think it really matters. It's all about the team. Like, his assist for Nunez, everyone can say, like, oh, it's just like a pre-assist or whatever. But if Mo didn't play that ball, Nunez went in. And it was a brilliant ball in. Like, Mo's been a bit stinky. There's players that have been stinky. Trent's been a bit stinky. Mo's been a bit stinky. Robbo's been a bit stinky. But I just don't think it matters, because it's the team. It's how the team plays. Like, players can have 6 and 7s out of 10s because you've got other guys that are delivering all over the park, and they didn't deliver before. And it was a lot of individuals before, but now we've got more players that are giving us more, and it's because of the coach. Like, he's putting Diaz in positions that we've all said Diaz should be in. Like, Diaz should be getting into the box more. Diaz should shoot from in the box more. He should be more central at times. He should not run 30 yards and try and dribble 2 players, because by the time he gets there, he's knackered. And then you've got other players on the pitch. Like, you know, we probably should have had a double pivot for a couple of years, because we've been overrunning midfield for a couple of years. And he's just looked at it and gone, you know what? I think the best way of us not being able to concede too many at the back and concede too many chances is to have 2 guys in midfield who are deeper. Well, there you go. He's just done that. You know, how do I connect the front of the front of the midfield to the attack better? I know. I'll play someone who's not a number 10, because Dom's not a number 10. He plays as like an advanced 8, because he still does a lot of tracking back and a lot of running. And I just think that works as well. And put you guys wider, make the pitch bigger. He's starting to do that as well. Do underlapping runs from the fullbacks to make the outside of the pitch wider for the players to make those runs. And he's been doing that as well. You know, there's loads and loads of things that I'm watching that I'm really excited about. And it's been 5 games. Literally 5 games. Like, can you imagine what it's going to be like in like 10 games time, when everyone's got their patterns working?
Yep. We get the message, man. All lives matter. All players matter, bro. We get it, man.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. And we've also got we've now got competition. Like, players who get dropped, the other guys in there, and he's like, you know what? Gafko had a really good game on Tuesday against AC Milan. I've got to come in and hit the ground running, score 2 goals. Next man's in. What are you going to do? 2 goals is what you got to do, Gapco. You know what I mean? I love it. I love it.
Well, big up K-Mac, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Nah, man, if all lives matter was a person, bro. Man, what's stunky for 2
completely
games and didn't get dropped. Talk about next man in.
Yeah, I don't completely disagree with him, but he did tickle man's balls a bit too much. But like, allow it.
Yeah, bro. Nah, Quasi's hair, bro. Nah, man,
it's too much, bro. Like, because
Pops his hair as well. Nah, bro,
like, some of the stuff that he said that is new isn't new. It's not. It's just that they got back to it. Diaz plays exactly the same as Diaz has always played. Bro. I'm not even. That's my guy. He just plays exactly how he's always played. He's just scoring. That's all. That's all everyone cares about, bro. Because what was the problem before? That's all everyone's problem was with him. No, he don't score enough goals. Now he's scoring. It's not like Slot didn't create football. Allow it, man. He ain't Cruyff, bro. Like, just calm down, man.
Nah, but why?
Hey,
but
that's
why has
always
Salah
equalizer,
hasn't
you
been
know,
drunk,
bro.
bro?
I go too far overboard.
No, because it's fair to love the if you're enjoying your football and you love the man. I ain't got a problem with it at all, man. But the reason why I try to keep it level because I know where this heads when it goes wrong. But so keep it level because if in the next 5 games he stinks up the place, you have to beat what's in front of you, and he ain't beat everything what's in front of him. Pause. He lost to Nottingham, bro. Let's not like that never happened. We haven't all the other teams that are above us that the Man City and Arsenal, they're not in the league right now, but the ones who put us the competition. Well, Arsenal's played Villa, Brighton, Man City. Man City's played Chelsea and Arsenal. We played none of them, and I don't count Man U in there, but this shit, bro. So I have an assessment on him now because I can only assess what's in front of me, and I think he's been really good. I'm very impressed by the defensive side because I'm more excited about the clean sheets than anything, bro. But allow it in it. Let me, let's play Brighton. See what I go on and play Villa, see what I go on. And then when I come out them games and that, if it's still the same, then I'm like, okay, I see something here, innit? But otherwise from that at the moment, it's Postecoglou, bro. So let's relax.
Can I say something on the contract thing though? That he asked about.
Oh yeah, the free players.
I'm gonna crash out on this, and it's calm because I've been looking for a crash out moment for a hot minute. I got a Trent shirt, yeah. Trent cannot leave this club and leave Robbo here to tarnish his assist legacy.
Nah, allow it.
Nah, bro. Trent can't leave, bro. No. Savage, bro.
Man, defend Robbo, bro. This is bullshit.
No.
Trent only put Robbo,
No, go. He said he was leaving. Go. Bye.
All I'm saying is,
Bye. Cut him, Endz. Cut him. He said he wanted to leave. Cut him.
And just remember, man, some Avengers don't have powers, man. Hawkeye, Black Widow, get rid of them.
Cut him. He said he was leaving. Send him. Bye, Zubiri.
No.
Thanks for coming.
But Trent can't leave.
People are ruthless, right?
Send him.
Pops, you okay with that? No, Pops. Quick question.
Everyone say bye to him. Everyone say bye. See you later, Zubiri, man. It's been nice, man. Enjoy your
night.
Zubiri.
No. I need the man them to say yes or no, bro. The man them okay with Robbo having more.
Hey, man. One plays at left back, one plays at right back. No one cares, bro. Whoever gets it deserves it. Like that. It's one of them ones, bro.
Do your job, Endz.
I'm letting him finish his thing.
No, Endz, I need your answer before I leave, bro.
Bro, we as Savage said, man, I agree with the statement.
No. I don't let Savage speak for you.
They play left back, one plays right back, bro. Yesterday was the time when Trent caught back Robbo. So to be fair, you should be cussing the other guy, bro. He gets more of the opportunity to create.
Yeah, one of them plays inverted midfield most of the time. So it's
so how are you catching the guy that don't get to play?
And I have to say, bro, I don't want to come out and defend Robbo all the time and that, bro. But people who have an agenda against Robbo can't help it, bro. Him, this one, Zubiri, and K-Mac. See, I K-Mac, when you know what we just spoke about before K-Mac came on about that if we just say one person was stinky, you'd have to bring someone else. Man mentioned Salah and Trent and then Robbo's been stinky. When? What are you talking about?
That's how thanks for seeing it. Because that's why I wanted to see.
No, but the point of what I'm saying is I believe Trent will always stay as long as the Robbo thing exists. I feel like he's that type of player. I don't think he'll leave like that, bro.
That's not what he's saying in the media right now.
I gotta run. Big up, Quasi.
Big up, man. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
That's G.
It's G.
That's G.
Oh, that's G.
The man has changed his name. Called him Giniesta.
Big up yourself, G, man.
Get the salad.
I said what I said. And you heard it first, man. Trent can't leave until he dusts off that Robbo records. Big up the man, them. Big up everyone in the chat, man. Sunday dinner calls.
What kind of craziness was that?
Big up,
bro.
He told you he wanted to crash out, so why you...
Nah, man, have to explain, bro. What do you mean you want certain man gone? Bro? I don't.
Endz, you didn't do your job. I blame you.
Nah, I wanted to hear it, bro. Sometimes you have to give people.
No, you
hope,
didn't.
Man.
You didn't.
Nah, let man say, because when you say that, then you're gonna get quizzed on it. Like, what do you mean, bro? What does that mean? Because like I just said, Trent gets to play in midfield, Robbo doesn't, and Trent only just caught Robbo yesterday. They're level on assist now.
I just said that to somebody's channel. I said, Liverpool fans, we do Robbo a lot of disservice because this is his record. It's not Trent. People acting like this is Trent's record.
Them fans are racist, blood.
Fuck's sake, bro.
You know what I mean? This is Robo's record. People are acting like this is Trent's record. No, this is Robo's record. Robo's the first one who broke, what boy from?
Leighton
Baines from Everton, right?
Yeah.
So why are people acting like this is Trent's holy grail and is Trent's?
Quasi, the man then said you might have to go back on trial, you know.
No. Today, you see my thing there. I'm here for the chaos, man.
Nah, the man then said you was over there complaining about shots, bro.
Oh yeah. No, you see, the funny thing is, and I wanted Zubair to be here, but he knows he ran away. Let's not all forget that. And I'm sorry that I'm bringing the former manager's name here, but when we were at our peak.
No.
Yeah.
Quasi, we're not gonna do that.
And I'll make you a clock alarm tomorrow, bro, for the stream and that, bro.
Oh yeah, just in time I mentioned. Okay, all right.
Bro, it has to. Bro, if it's not in just passing, kick him out. But bro, at some point it has to stop. It has to stop. The manager's living his life, bro.
Okay, so while I was deflected to the thing, but the man that just left wanted the other man out because he said we were not playing good football when we were winning at our peak. He said it wasn't good enough, it wasn't sustainable. We don't kill off teams. But then when I say it, everybody has a problem. I just said three things that I'm worried about Liverpool currently. We don't start off the game well. When we have the ball, we are a little bit too static in terms of our passes. Move around. I need us to move around when we have the ball. Move around. Don't just stand there and pass the ball. Yes, there's time for that. 3, I think that's one of the most important things too. When you are winning, I mean, finish them up. Don't give them any inclination that they could come back into the game, right? One thing that I like about City is when they're winning 1-0, 2-0, they are controlling the tempo of the game. Liverpool, the first 2.5 games that we played, I think we did. The couple games that we played yesterday, that's why I said yesterday I wasn't happy because there was too much. We were give that 19 shot didn't sit well with me. That's all I'm saying. So the third thing that is very important to me is control the tempo of the game, control the game. Yes, you're not going to do that 90 minutes. But however, make sure that the other team knows that the game is over. That's all I was saying.
Question, Quasi.
Yes, sir.
The 19 shots, while you was watching it, did you feel like it was 19 shots? Or once you checked the stats, you was like, damn, they had 19 shots?
I didn't know it was 19 shots, but I felt like there was too many shots on us.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point. That's fair.
What did you feel like he was under pressure though?
Yes, because let's be honest, Bournemouth. Zubair asked me a question. He said, "Do you think is us giving them those chances or Bournemouth creating those chances?" So at one point, I didn't like that because we didn't start off where it felt a little bit lethargic. And when the first goal went in, of course, it was offside. Then it seems like then we woke up. So with that, I'm like, okay, if this guy gets a chance, they can make this very, very nasty for us. This is Anfield. If it was away, okay, Kwesi, you're talking too much. But this is Anfield. Kill them off. That's all I'm saying.
Like we got the Salah fan base on the channel now. Just want to ask you guys your opinion on his game yesterday.
Why did he run away? Why man they're running away, man? Pops, shows your face.
No, he did. As I said, Quasi, when I
address me properly. I'm not sure who the fanboys are, so I remove myself. So until I'm addressed properly, then I'll come back.
The man refused to come back.
No, until I'm addressed properly.
Pops, I'll
If I'm
change
addressed
it.
properly. If the moderator addresses me properly,
The
with
Salah
the respect,
defense
then I'll be
league. Can
back.
I use the Salah defense league?
No. Again, I'm
I
going. I'm
can't
going
use the
again.
Salah
I'm going
defense
again.
league.
No, I'm going again. No. Not here for it. Let's talk about clean sheets.
Okay.
Let's talk about bigging up Mr. Locke, because everybody
Pops, we have to,
this week was a coach.
We have to.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
With shots.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me start first, and I'll get there. I'll get to where you want me to get to, but let me start first.
Go ahead.
Because I got some things to say on some other things, but let me start first, and I'll get to you. I'll get there because I came for you. Right? So, Mr. Locke first. Everybody said Gakpo had a great game midweek. He should start. Mr. Locke said no, Lucho starts. Everybody thought Nunez should have started before. Mr. Locke said no, he starts this week. Nunez scores, Lucho doubles. Respect the coach. Give the man the respect. He's doing what he's doing. He's operated behind the scenes, and we're seeing what we're seeing. Endo got dropped. Everybody says, you know what? Oh my God. He hates Endo. He's never going to play. Somebody has to miss out. Because if Harvey Elliott was fit, one of those other guys or Harvey Elliott wouldn't have been on the bench. Yes? So we would read that he doesn't like Harvey either, or he doesn't like Joey G or Curtis or whoever it was that was missing. If it was Chiesa, now let's say Harvey Elliott was fit and he left Chiesa out. Oh my God. We bought Chiesa and he doesn't want Chiesa. Why is it that we are looking at everything else as opposed to just the football? Sabozala is here, or how tall he is, or whatever. Just watch and enjoy. And not, Robbo had to do something and something. No, but it's weird. It's weird. Gravenberch is the best thing. And they said, yeah, all of y'all were people that probably hated Gravenberch last season. That's why you've gone to the extreme now. Jesus. Yes, he's playing well. But why shouldn't we expect him to play well? He was a good player before he came. He had a bad patch. Made a bad decision. Stalled his career. Landed. Everybody wants to blame the man who we don't want to name, because I'm not going back to that. No, it's look at the genius of the new manager. Look what he did here. How about this guy is a good footballer and he enjoying football, and you can see it. You could see an enjoyment again in the team. And the other thing that I enjoy most was this. I can see those 11 players keeping that clean sheet. Ibu made a tackle and a block in the 92nd and 93rd minute and jumped up like he had won a trophy. I said, see this? This is a different mindset. Everybody, including the king, legging it back these days. Everybody on the charge back now. As a team, we're looking to keep it clean. And for me, if that's what we do, if we clean at the back, you know what that negates? That negates the fact that we profligate up front. And we have been that forever. I've said this a million times. Our best front three were not clinical. So the worst front three, which apparently we are now, can't be clinical. Can't be. So when we watch, are we watching Robbo and saying, oh, this isn't Robbo from 5 years ago. Oh, this isn't Virgil before the injury. Oh, this isn't Ibu before. Well, we can't just watch what we're seeing now and say, yeah, Ibu was good. Virgil was good. Robbo was good. Great. Whatever it is. It's always the anti-somebody agenda because it's something else. Oh, Nunez was great. He was a strike. He scored an exceptional goal. I celebrated the most for his goal. Why? Because I was happy for him. You could see the coach was happy. Every player on that pitch was happy when he scored. Everybody. Fans went mad. And even if you can't stand Nunez as a Liverpool fan, which I find very, very weird, you had to accept that he worked. And the man just said this: if you're working, you can get your just rewards. And he worked and he proved it. Scored a cracker. Do your thing, buddy. Does that mean now that he's the best thing? No. You had 70 plus minutes, or whatever it was. You scored, you got a reception leaving the pitch. Good for you. Let me hope the confidence is up and you keep working in the back end. I expect to see him start midweek to continue that. That doesn't necessarily mean he's guaranteed to start the next Prem game either. Because if Jota comes back now, oh God, Jota stinks. And But again, he might stink to you because what you're seeing isn't what you want. But the coach has picked 11 players consistently because clearly those 11 players are doing what he wants.
Yeah, I hear it still.
I hear it. But
I think Nunez defensively was great yesterday, though. I'll give him that, man. He was tracking demons.
Yes, bro.
Everybody did the backtrack. Everyone, you could see them. Bat. I love that. I want Alisson Becker to be the Golden Gloves winner this season. That's my agenda. AB1 is the best keeper in the Premiership. He should get those gloves.
Facts.
And it looks like our team is hell-bent on doing that.
Before you let G goes on or Kyle gets in, I have a quick question, right? Anybody can say. Is there a goal that you've seen from Haaland that you'd be like, wow, that's spectacular?
Yeah, loads of goals.
Yeah,
Like which one?
The
He
champion.
scored 100 of them, so usually they're like volleys on it.
He has 100 goals. What do you mean?
So all of them are bangers. That's what
you said is the one.
Not all. You asked. See, why do you keep doing this? You do this all the
Okay,
time.
so then tell me which one. Then. You said 100 of them. You said 100 of them. So tell me which one.
The goal against Dortmund.
Yeah, the goal against Dortmund. Okay, thank you, G. Simple. Thank you, G.
See?
Okay. All right. So my thing is, most goals that I've seen from Haaland are very simple goals. Not that I'm shading on him. I'm just saying nothing that he needs to do something miracles, right? His team put him in a position where he just do it simple. So my question is, why is it that Liverpool, for us to, we know that tactics works because they won 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
So I'm asking Liverpool, why is it that we also can do the simple things? Simple goals.
We can. They just can't put it in the back of the net.
Okay.
He scored 100 in 105 games.
Yeah.
And I asked, which one was the best
in that realm? Which one of our players is in that realm? Forget bangers. Which one of our players?
Which one of our? How is it that Liverpool don't play it simple? So, for instance, I'm not even going to bring your boy Diaz yesterday. The first chance he got, that he tried to force it into the nearer pole. Why didn't he just square it? Why didn't he just square it to Salah or Soboslai or somebody?
I'll call him later and I'll ask him.
Okay, so that's why Liverpool's not doing.
Well, you asked that. That's fair enough to ask that question, but his goal that he scored straight after that was exactly the same, and he put it through.
Same thing.
I get you. That's fine,
thing.
but that's fine. That's us scoring goals too. Making it way too hard when you could make it simple. So when I hear my man Endz, if you said I'm wrong, let me know. Saying that your boy Pops, he can do exactly the same thing. Make it simple for somebody else to score the goals, and he's not. And we said that is a problem. You should not say we have an agenda. Let me finish. When you guys said
you're saying he doesn't
Nottingham Forest, you guys were going to give him a 0, and I said I like his defensive. I like his defensive style of game. So I'm saying simple.
We talk about the cherries.
Simple.
Stop talking about Klopp. Stop talking about the past. Stop the 90 minutes of football yesterday.
Okay, so yesterday's game, he had 4 chances where he could have squared it to somebody, and he did not.
He didn't square any balls.
Exactly my point. He could have done
the very
it,
first opportunity that we got in the game came from Mo squaring it to Robbo at the back stake. The very first opportunity.
Was it a simple square pass where somebody could just?
No, it has to be square. You said he doesn't pass. I'm telling you that he passed this.
And you said it was a what?
It was a cross, and he got to the byline and crossed it. Robbo.
All right, so okay.
Yeah, Robbo was at the back stake. Did he pass then, Endz?
Yeah, that was a cross. I don't know.
Yes. Was that a pass? It was a pass, right? Okay, good. Okay, good. He just said he didn't pass. I'm just trying to show you.
I asked
one.
I never said that. I said
played one into Nunez. Nunez killed it, turned his man and had a shot. Here's the difference. I'm watching the game and seeing things. I'm not making this up. I can tell you the minute it happened in as well, because I knew that this was going to be a topic of conversation. So I came ready for you, Quasi, and Endz, because I'm not here to defend.
But that's not agenda. Okay, so I said there was 4.
Endz said to me he's going to give him credit when he sees him running back. He's going to give him credit when he sees him making the passes. He's going to give him credit when he makes good decisions, and he'll talk about the bad decisions. And there were too many bad decisions, 100%, which is why we are not clinical in the final third, because our decision making ultimately
didn't I give him credit?
And it's not just him.
Didn't I give him credit when I said even the game against Forest that all of them were trash? I said he was coming back. He tracked back and played defensive. He had a defensive
back yesterday. He tracked back yesterday. That's his job. He's supposed to. That's his job.
I think the problem
he's
is
supposed to.
He asked the question, but then the question keeps getting moved and that, bro. I don't know what's going on here.
Did he make a pass? I proved he made one pass. And then
I said make a simple square pass.
Then you changed the question.
You started off with saying, why can't Liverpool make it simple? And then
but I said a simple pass. Okay, Savage, allow me to answer it. I asked for a simple pass, then it got turned from
you were the one asking the question.
Okay, I asked for a simple pass. You said across to Robo. I said square the ball. Square the ball where the player's right there 2-3 feet away from you. Just square the ball and let the person tap it. That's what I asked. You talking about he did a pass from one side of the field.
That's a fair assessment.
That's what I was talking about. He's the one who keep moving everything.
No, because when you asked the question the first time, you generalized it and then you made it about this game. Like which one are you? What are you doing?
But I also said Diaz. I also said Diaz has the same opportunity where he forced it into the nearest post. Where he
that's why I asked. You started off generalizing it and then you.
But that's what I was talking.
No, but I'm saying that you're making it about this game or in general, bro. Because it's two different answers. Because if it's why don't they pass it basic normally, they do. Right. They do a lot of the times. If it's about this game, then they didn't. But you need to differentiate. You're talking about this particular game or generalizing most games because two different things.
And honestly, I'm sorry, say Savage. It's not. I'm not just gonna make it about Salah because it's not just him. But your man, yeah. But your man, it's like when you talk about one of them people who does it, it's like no. You can't talk about everybody else. All of them do it. That's why I asked, why is it that we can't do it just like City does?
And all I asked is, are you saying why can't we do like City done it yesterday, or are you talking in general? Like
I would say mostly in general.
In general we can, and the man them don't put it in the back of the net.
I don't think they do. We do that enough.
But we're talking about yesterday though. Why we
yesterday we did it because Salah had it 4 times.
Minutes against Cherry.
Okay, so now that Savage, you hear that he said yesterday, right? So I'm answering the question.
To be fair, Pops, I asked him that because when he said general to me, I can show you clips of us doing it general. There's a whole compilation at the end of that season of us doing it.
There's a question in the chat by Football VIBZZ. He just said, question, should Salah be dropped?
For West Ham? Sure.
Yeah, I'll take him
out. I said that an hour and a half ago.
The next Premier League game, not West Ham. Next Premier League. We know he's going to
take him out for the next. I'm taking him out for the next game possible.
No,
I don't.
Next game is the Hammers.
Yeah, because no point me jumping the gun to the game after the next game. I'll just the next game.
You don't manage the next game. You manage Hammers first, then it's the next game. Ask me that again after the Hammers. Then
I'll change the question. Then we saying he's going to be dropped. If Chiesa comes in and has a great performance, does he start the next?
No.
Based on the performances Salah has shown in the last 2.
No.
And Chiesa does well.
Gakpo had a great game against AC Milan for some people, and Lucho started again. So the coach doesn't just do that. He doesn't just give you Nunez. For some people, had a great game yesterday. So does that mean that Nunez is going to start the next Premier League game? Yeah, he probably might start against the Hammers.
The difference is Diaz hasn't had the bad 2 games in a row.
That's true.
And Gakpo hasn't either. But Salah definitely has. Whether or not there's moments in the game, he definitely had 2 bad games so far.
The reality
I'm just saying, if we drop him, which we will, say we do, we rotate. No, sorry, don't say drop. We rotate the team.
Nah, say drop. Say drop. That's what you want to say. So say what you want to say.
No, I don't want to say it. No, I'm not going to say it.
Say what you want to say. Let the words come out. Honestly.
Let's use the trigger words. He gets dropped. Here's the content. Because looking at the past 2 games, are going, do you know what, bro? You haven't been cutting it. And then he's come in and done this. I want to give him an opportunity just to see something. Would you do that?
Chiesa scores a hat trick, you said? Chiesa scores a hat trick?
If he just bags and has a great performance, cool. You're like, Jesus.
Okay.
I think you still go with your most reliable attacker. It's a moot point.
Well, he hasn't been reliable in the last 2 games.
Doesn't need to be reliable in the last 2 games.
Well, he has to be because we want.
He doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to do anything.
That's what I mean, but that's what we'll never get.
That's my whole question. Why is it that when it comes to Liverpool, it's different from everybody?
Hold on, guys. Let's be grown ups about
it.
We're not talking about I think Savage mentioned a point. I've been listening this whole time.
Yeah.
Savage said about earlier on, let's say Virgil van Dijk, let's just say, and he doesn't, as Savage rightly said, if Virgil van Dijk has a stinky 2 games, I don't think there'll be one individual in the Liverpool fan base who will say drop him. If Alisson stinks for the next 3 games when he comes back from his injury, I don't think anybody's going to say Keller comes in. If who else is in the team that you probably say? I think it really is just Salah, to be honest with you. He's probably the only other player. The reality of this whole situation is that it's not about whether or not another player can come in. Of course, you rightly said it there. We got West Ham next game. Play Chiesa. I want Chiesa to play in the next game, but
100.
you go back to, I don't know who we've got after West Ham. I don't know what that game is.
Wolves.
But whether that Wolves are cool.
Wolves,
So whether
Wolves
that game is against Wolves, I mean, again, I'm not the manager, I'm not the coach. I don't know what he's thinking to do. I feel like he will just. I mean, we have this conversation all the time, but the reality is, you're gonna more than likely go with your tried and tested, unless you've got a sample size that shows you otherwise. At this moment, he hasn't got a sample size. 2 games.
That's what he's showing,
no, but if that's for some people,
he's picked 11.
Yeah, and this is it. Like, if for some people 2 games is enough, fairs. I'm not gonna argue with you if you want him to be dropped, brother. I'm definitely not arguing with you, because there's no point in arguing the fact that he has been stinky these last 2 games 100%. But if that's enough for you, then that's enough for you. If the manager doesn't see it, I don't know why we're not starting off the stream saying, well, Slot's an idiot, because no one said that. I don't hear Endz saying it. I don't hear. Cav,
No, I did. I said if that's what Slot wants to do, he has to live and die by that. That's his own stream.
No. Not that. I'm saying, why are we not criticizing the fact that he isn't doing that? Not you saying.
Oh yeah, I won't, because I'm with what you said when me and you had a conversation about Jota last time. I said if he's doing what the manager wants, then that's what he wants to do. So.
And it's the same conversation we had about. Let's bring it back. No, hold on. Let me land.
No, but G, I can't let you land. The reason why I can't let you land that point here.
Have you not let someone land?
It's the same thing. When it comes to Mo, it's always why are we not blaming him? Why is he not being blamed? Why can't we not blame him? He had a poor game. Why can't we just stick to Mo?
But we've not said no one. I don't think anyone.
Everyone does that, bro. I've just sat here and listened to all the callers. Didn't want to blame Mo.
Oh, so you're putting everybody into the same.
What about us right now?
Yeah.
Forget all the
You're
speaking to us now.
No, but you're blaming Slot now. You said, why are we criticizing Slot?
No, but who's blaming Slot?
I
think G's saying it's Slot's fault for keeping him in. If we want him out, then it's Slot's fault for keeping him in.
No, but G's statement was...
No. I think you're both getting baffed. No. You're both getting baffed.
He said, why are we not blaming Slot first?
The point
why
of this
are we
whole
blaming
thing,
him when we're talking about Mo? This is what I'm saying. When it comes to Mo, we bring other people involved. Let's just talk about Mo.
Other people, Endz, he's the manager. He's the guy who picks the players. Who else can you blame? I don't even understand. So if a player plays back, So if a player, like that logic is weird. So if a player plays badly and a manager keeps picking him, you don't look at the manager like that. That's weird.
I'm not saying I don't, bro, but I'm just saying, based on every conversation we have, and this is not my point, I'm just pointing out that every time we speak about Mo, we blame someone else.
But no one. I think you're missing the key point. No one here is blaming anybody else.
We've listened to the callers today. We blame Robbo.
Okay, cool.
We said
the callers, and
I'm not here to answer for them.
Yeah,
correct.
I ain't answering for them.
Okay, so why are we bringing Slot involved? But why are we then now bringing Slot involved? Then I don't understand why we need to blame Slot.
Why wouldn't we bring the manager?
Because we can't speak on behalf of the manager. But we can speak on behalf of the performance, bro. Because we see the performance. We can't
do either. No, Endz. If we want to get bogged down, we can't speak on either. Let's be real. We can't.
Why can't we speak on the performance? Because we're watching the game, bro. We don't know tactically what he has in his head. We can't speak on the
manager. We've just spoken about the performance. You just heard me finish the sentence by saying the guy has been stinky for the last.
Never want to blame the guy for being poor, bro. It's crazy.
And we don't have agendas like you, though. That's the problem.
We don't agenda. Speak up game by game.
And you started off the stream in the tweet by mentioning a player that you didn't like.
Agendas is if I go back. I started the stream because we're talking about today's game. So of course I'm going to talk about the player's performance. And
you spent the last 20 minutes talking about the last 2 games. I've
The
listened.
last
I've
game
sat
was
here, I've
poor as
written it
well,
down.
and I spoke about it. And the game,
Oh, so is it the cherries
I
or is it
spoke about
Nottingham
it as
Forest?
well.
But this is the point, Ends. You can't get mad at everybody for then trying to generalize it when you're generalizing
No,
it.
but
You're
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you, I'm not. I've spoken about today's game, and I'm sticking to today's game.
and then you've been generalizing it for the last Ends. I've got it written here.
No, because of the last
1
game.
hour,
So the
27
last,
minutes. I've got it here.
No, but you're not. No, but you're not. No.
Bro, I fully wrote it because I was listening because I said fair. No, because I said, you know what Ends is saying isn't even wrong. What Ends is like what Ends has actually said prior
I've not generalized it once.
No, you started generalizing it, but Fairs,
No,
if
I
you
don't
remember,
generalize
that's
it, 'cause
fair.
I'm speaking on the game.
Again, that is Fairs. What I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying you're wrong. This is the whole point. No one is on here anyway. I can't speak for the callers. I'm not gonna argue with you, bro. In terms of, the brother's been stinky the last 2 games. Of course he's been stinky.
So then why are we gonna act like the stinky players, bro? Why we want to start?
Okay. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say?
Oh, I want us to be honest, bro. Because if it's someone else, we go.
No.
We do. If Robert has a stinky game, we're like, nah, Brad. You know what? I don't even like the other guy, but he might come in. When Trent ain't doing his defending, you know what, Bradley? Because we're ready to take Kwanzaa out the team because he had 45 minutes out of the game, bro. Openly, that's what we've done this season. But now Mo can have back-to-back stinky games.
You don't like that, Props? Who's the we? Because we didn't say we wanted Kwanzaa to leave the pitch.
As a fan base, we have, bro. As a fan base, we have.
Okay, cool. Okay, no.
Ends, you've never heard me. You've never heard me.
But I've also never heard you criticizing when you have bad games, bro.
But he just criticized
I literally just said that.
Because I brought up a point and you wanted to.
I was the first person in the chat to tell you that Mo should be dropped for a Hammers. Go back in the chat.
But not for the Premier League though.
Not for the Premier League, bro.
Hell no.
Because that's the next game.
We know, bro. But
that's the point that Endz is trying to make. That's the point that Endz is trying to make. Okay, real quick.
You rotated out, bro. We know.
Real quick. Can we simplify this? Can we, real quick? Can we have a conversation about in the prism of the manager or what the manager is trying to accomplish versus what we, the fans, are seeing and hoping that will happen?
Oh yeah, that's all I do is to talk about internal.
Yeah, there's two different because I think people are conflicting the two. What me and are talking about is what we hoping is going to happen. The manager can do whatever. Now, if we want to have a conversation, if we're going to have a conversation in the prism of what the manager is doing, I promise you, you would think that we both are contradicting ourselves. So if we're having a conversation in the prism of the manager's eyes, the manager's mind or whatever, then yes, let's have that. If not, let's have what we, the fans, are hoping and expecting or whatever, however fans supposed to act.
So then why is it then when we still say no, Enz's response is
maybe I should ask.
I don't understand. If I'm being honest and I say I don't want him to be dropped, how is that not being honest?
He dropped then? Okay, let me change it. Why should he not be dropped?
Because he's our best attacker.
From the neck.
I'm gonna assume you mean in the next Premier League because that's what we're here.
But here's my problem now. Here's my problem now.
Okay, go.
Now we're gonna generalize it because now you're gonna go back and tell me the reason because so far this season he's been good or in past experience he's been good in terms of seasons. But if we're talking about just isolating it down to
I don't have 2 games as my sample size. I'm sorry, but
that's
like, for me that is tiny.
But you can't do that.
2 games is the sample size.
That's not how you're gonna manage.
But no. But it's not even that.
The coach isn't gonna look at one bad game and say, "All right, everybody that had a bad game."
No. That's what I was gonna say. He's not even using the coach. If Endz wants to use the sample size, that is absolutely fine. But as I've said this before on previous shows when we talk about other things, the reality is if that's what you feel, that is fine, bro. As in, I'm not arguing with you in terms of if you want him, that's fine. Like I totally understand that, but 2 games, nah, because that's like me sitting there saying, as soon as someone has one bag, get him out of the team. Come on, bro. Like I thought we was gonna be a bit more grown up with that kind of like 2 games isn't enough to drop your best attacker. Like now, if we start going in third,
best
fourth,
attacker currently in form is Diaz, not Salah.
I don't care about the best attacker in form. I'm just about the best attacker.
But you said
you could be in form.
Apparently not the best.
Okay. I'll rephrase it. The best attacker we have is Mo Salah. So he's the one that I'm going to rely on the most. Even if he doesn't score, I'm good with it. We keep it pushing. I've got no issues with that. Once we start getting to a few more games, 100% ends. I will be with. I promise you, you'll hear me say on stream, Salah needs to be dropped. 100%. I'll say it. And you'll
How
hear
many
me say it.
games? How many games you giving him, G?
Probably like 4.
4 more games. So the next 4 games.
No, 2 more games. 2 more games.
Oh, 2 more games. 2 more games. Okay.
Yeah.
That's basically the next international break, though.
No, we have.
I didn't know when.
We got
okay,
4 more games. We got what? 4 more games. We got.
There are 2 games in the Prem, but the games in between, one in the league, one's in the Cup, and then one's in the Champions League. There are 5 games in the window. We just played 1, right? So the 4 more games.
At least he's gonna play 4 of those.
Cup, then the Prem, midweek in the Champions League, then the Prem again, and it's the international break.
Right.
So there are 2 more games right now.
Right. So right now, if he plays, let's forget about West Ham because we all agree that he needs to take a rest. Wolves, Crystal Palace, or Wolves, is it Madrid or whoever is in the Champions League? If he doesn't play well,
I think it's Wolves.
I think that's that. Yeah, okay, Bologna.
Oh yeah.
So
Quasi, if he doesn't play well, bro, I'll be the just to overcompensate. I'll be the first one to be like, this nigga gotta go. You know what I mean? He got to start hitting the bench now because it's about time that we start seeing this guy. You know what I mean? Because just to overcompensate the whole point of obviously supporting Salah. But I can't, like I've said this before when we talk about like other players and stuff like that. I can't. Small sample sizes for me, as the phrase will always remain. It's been here since I first started watching football till now. Form is temporary, class is permanent. I'm sorry. See all that form stuff? That's cute. But unless you're doing this on a permanent basis, I can't trust any of that. So until I've seen that, like for example, Salah's thinking it up for the next.
How do you see if the guy keeps thinking up and we're into play him all the time? But if we give someone else an opportunity, how can we not see?
And why are you not more glass half full and saying Salah won't have an amazing game the next game?
Because I'm watching him go game for game, and this is a consistent thing I spoke about last season. But because he scores or gets the assist, it just be washed under the carpet. I never have an issue. I know he's a goal scorer. I know he's a legend at Liverpool Football Club. But I stick to games and I'm looking at the games going, do you know what? You were poor today. We played the game with 10 men, bro, because you offered nothing. From a defensive standpoint, from an attacking standpoint.
Yesterday.
If we give someone else an opportunity? He was decent in the first half.
He offered nothing yesterday. Nothing.
Yeah.
No, okay. Oh, okay. No, okay. Good.
He was decent in the first half.
Yeah.
100%. The second half,
100%. 100%.
And the game before that, well, let's say AC Milan for one. We're gonna go back.
We're in agreement ends. Imagine that on Mo Salah.
I'm still trying to figure out that. I'm still trying to figure out. A man in the chat said, "Big up Slot for dropping Allison after dropping 2."
Yeah, somebody said that by Shadow. When Allison got dropped.
Allison don't get dropped. Bro.
Nah, he's just injured, bro. He's back soon. Right.
Oh, but that was his anniversary, bro. I seen his wife's Instagram, bro. Something like
that. I mean, he was at the stadium too.
Hey, I'm just saying.
He was looking fresh. It doesn't look like he was injured.
Can I ask then? Is okay? Just be honest, guys. We don't have to like just pretend because we're having a conversation. If this was, let's say, just Nunez, bro, would we give him 4 games? He stunk up the first game, stunk up the second game. Are we saying, nah, do you know what? I'm going to give him 4 games still. I want to see because I need sample.
Does he score in those games or not?
Well, has Mo scored in any of the 2 that he stunk up so far? No.
No, I'm only asking.
No. No.
Does he contribute? Does he contribute?
I'll kick him out, I'll kick him out.
Wait. Okay, this is the part where I think maybe
ends. But ends. Are you looking
at Pops? Real quick. When you said he contributes, what do you mean he contributes? Like he gave an assist, or what? What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the part where maybe again, correct me if I'm wrong. When you play in a 90-minute game, you can't have one person just give 1 assist and we forget about the rest of the game. They have to be consistent, right? If you are consistent, it helps the whole team, whether you score or not, or whether you give an assist or not. So when you said,
just ask the question because
that's what I want to understand. I want to understand the question.
Salah has an assist in the same period of time.
So okay, so he gave an assist,
right? So
I'm
just making sure that it's the same thing. I'm looking at the same. I want the lens to be the same thing. I just want to understand.
On the record, it shows an assist.
It shows an assist.
Okay,
yes, he gave an assist. But even if somebody give an assist like Salah did, do you want a player to be playing like that? Does it help us?
Nope.
That's what I'm saying.
Nope.
If he replicates his first half performance, I don't have an issue, you know. Endz just said it, and I agreed with Endz. In the first half, the last action in the first half was Mo being fouled in one-on-one. If that defender lets Mo go through and he scores, right? One-on-one. Goes in and scores. That means his first half isn't now decent. It's better than decent, right? Changes the entire spectrum of the conversation.
I just think if it affects the way the team's playing and it can affect the result, take the person out, whoever it is,
then he must go.
Obviously, I'm not gonna compare the defenders to strikers because they're two different things, bro. Like, you know, it's completely different. But yeah, I think if it changes the style of play, the only thing I'll say for Mo, what he's definitely had over everyone else, and obviously the last couple of games, actually no, the last game is the representation of it. He does always end up contributing in some other way, even if it's just a goal or assist, and he can stink up the whole place. Whereas the others, up until now, don't do that. Jota don't do it. Gakpo doesn't do it. Nunez doesn't do it. They either have a goal or assist and play a good game, or they stink and don't contribute with the GA at all. That's the thing.
Savage, that's what last time I think you and I
You think Salah hasn't done anything the way that people talk? You're like, but he only got an assist. Okay, sorry.
But let's
I'm
look at this.
just saying that for me, that's like I don't even think it's an opinion. Like it almost happens every single time. It's happened a few times, but it's very rare where Salah stinks up the place completely and doesn't give an assist or a goal. It's happened a few times, and I've seen it this season already. But it doesn't happen for that long. Whereas the others, I've seen them go games and not do either one and have a bad game.
Savage, what have we always said about, like, okay, Diaz sorry, Quaz, I know you want
to say that's
what have we said about Diaz? Exactly. Like, and look how everybody's telling, well, not everyone here, but I mean everyone in the chat and just people outside of here, right? Diaz has been amazing. Diaz been on form, is he? He looks the exact same that he's always looked like. But guess what he's doing?
Okay, that's what. Okay, you see what I don't know if you seen that. I said that at the beginning of the stream. It is my favorite.
Sorry. I was just saying. I was saying.
I think he's playing exactly the same, bro. He's always good off the ball like that, but it's just
he hasn't gotten any better. Like he's just the same thing.
No, that's what I said because when came out,
now he's been unlocked. He's been unlocked.
Now that the slot, he's unlocked him and he's put him in position where he can get the ball. I'm like, no, he's in the same position. He always scores from. In fact, that first chance, which I don't even think it was a bad miss, it was a decent save from Kepa and probably should have passed it. You know what I mean? But there's other games where he does that shot, doesn't score it, and then he plays good for the rest of the game, but still don't score an assist, and everyone's screwing it off the pitch. The difference is that he scored 2 goals. And that's what happened. And if he carries on
scoring, amazing, by the way, which I'm
no, but he does need to make a little bit more. He does need to make a little bit more. Diaz does need to have that into his game to become more dangerous. Because as the season goes, you can't be one dimension. You need to have multiple dimensions into your game. Because there will be
crackly, man. Your mic is a bit crackly, bro. I can't hear you properly.
Yeah, you may have to take the mic off.
But that's true though. That's one thing I said with Diaz before. For me, it's never been Diaz and his goals. It's his assists, man.
But this is the thing, though. This is how I evaluate players. There's 2 sides of the game: your offensive side and your defensive side, right? And sometimes some players, their offensive side is trash, but they're able to affect the other side of the game. And usually, fans like to go with
that much better.
Yeah, much better. A lot of times, fans, we tend to focus more on what do you do with the ball, or like somebody said, a GA, right? So last time, Savage, you and myself, and I think Pop was also, we were debating how McAllister played against Man U, and I said, for me, I was looking at when he wasn't doing well going forward, his defensive side to me was good because he was he and Gravenberch were very in sync in the defensive side of the game. So with somebody like, let's say we criticizing Salah and say, okay, why do you constitute Salah as shit? Is it when he touched the ball, he loses the ball so many times, his passes are not going through, instead of passing, he's shooting, instead of shooting, he's passing, did yesterday.
For me, the worst more you can get is when his decision making is terrible. That's
exactly. That's true. Yeah. That's very true. But then if all that is happening and he's helping Trent affect the game another way.
No. I'm not bigging it. I'm not overly bigging up.
Nope.
The difference is you're
Nope.
making a good point, but you have to take into account whether someone's a defender or an attacker, bro. You have to, bro. You have to, because I can't be like, like Robbo and Trent are defenders first, isn't it? I know it's turned into this thing on the at Liverpool that it's more important for Trent to attack and all that stuff. If Trent has just a great defensive game and doesn't do too much going forward, I don't care, bro. I'm big him up, great game and all that stuff.
Then Savage, can I now this one in the prism of the manager? So now I'm looking through the manager's eyes, right? I'm looking at a different player. So Bosalai. So Bosalai going forward, people
and
want
that's
him out.
Okay, that's the point. And I was just gonna say that's the issue you're gonna have. It's
You see
harder
what I'm
for
saying?
midfield. No, it's harder for midfielders, bro, and that ain't our fault. Because the midfielders they've got two sides of the game, innit?
They got to do two things. Yep.
Clearly, because otherwise, if it was about anyone doing anything on the pitch, then we would never rate Virgil and Konate high because they don't score that many goals, bro. So we have to just rate them on what they are. You are making a valid point. I'm not even saying that you're wrong. It's just that when you're in midfield, it seems to be a little bit like, okay, you don't have to be great going forward, but your passing has to be on point. You're a midfielder, bro. Like that has to be a staple of your game and stuff like that. And obviously, if you're a defensive midfielder, then you're going to have a bit more of the, tracking back and tackling and all that stuff. So you have to take into account. We add it on. So if you're an attacker and you're defending well, then we add it on to how you performed. But that's not the main part of your game. And if you're Virgil or Konate, if you score a header, but you're letting man just run past you and all that, all right, you scored a header, but bro, just defend on it. Take the header out, you just defend, bro.
So now, if let's say we have a, this is an assumption, and I'm thinking on the fan side, if we have a player like say Haaland, and we have a striker where we all believe he can score a goal, do we still judge Lucho the same way we judge him now?
Yes. Why would it be different?
It would be different because so the question is, right now, with this modern football, we focus more on the wingers to be your goal scorers.
I get what it means. I get what it means. There's a playmaker in it more than the goal
exactly.
scorer.
So now we have a striker who, let's say Nunez, because of what he did yesterday, all of a sudden now he's scoring goals. Are you still judging Lucho the same way you judge him now? Say, well, you need to be doing. Okay.
Yes, I'll tell you why. Because what the manager has said before, he wants to isolate the wingers and have one-on-one situation, and that tells you everything he has designed for the team. It's to create action one-on-one versus a left back or right back, and to put them in a situation to cross, to play make, and to score. I think he's also said that multiple times. A striker is here, and then the wingers are here to play make and score goals. I don't think you will have a different philosophy just because we have someone of the caliber of Haaland. I think in Haaland, because he scored so many goals, he has so much so much goals to be put in, and then you see that what's his name, Savinho and Doku always looking for him, always looking for a cross, a pass, or a through ball to get him on goal. But I think if it was our manager, I think he would still have the same philosophy, play make and score. I don't.
I do get what Quadzi means though. The emphasis on the amount of goals is probably less on it, but the playmaking still has to do it because Diaz was an assist enough anyway, even if whether it's Haaland, Nunez, or Salah or whatever. So you still have to. Yeah, Carl's probably right. You have to do pretty much the same, but obviously the emphasis changes and everyone feels a little bit better because you got a striker just rossing the ball in. That I agree with you though. I said that before we started the season. I said that's what I want. For me, not from the manager, but if I could choose the way Liverpool played, I would want to have a number 9 who isn't deadly like that and just stays in the box. But then because I know for me, when the season started, when they're picking like who would be the top assister, and I pick Salah, bro. Because he gets in. Bro, when I watched last season, I said it to G. I went and watched the whole compilation of him back. I came on, apologized. I said, nah, his performances to me was still stinky. But, bro, I saw him put that simple chance you're talking about, Quadzi. I saw him do loads, bro. And if everyone scored last season, he would have finished on like 31 assists or something, bro.
But
you just put
he would have broke the record, bro. I thought it's also by design because when you're looking at it from the left side, you see Lucho track back and help Robertson, Robertson defend. But on the Salah side, what you're saying is that there is a not a switch, but more of slide of either a Gravenberch helping Trent or even Maka, if Maka is on that side, or even Soboslai, it happens to be on that side to help Trent defend other wingers, and then you kind of see you kind of see Salah slide a little bit to the middle, or pop out to the side, depending on how they win the ball. Like if they win the ball on the wing, you see Salah slide it to the middle to try to create space and create a path for the ball to be playing on the counter attack. But if they win it into the middle, you see him going down the line. So I think it's by design. They just overloading one side or not. I don't think you see that slide happening from left to right or right to but it's mostly left to right. It's not happening on Lucha's side. They've basically told Lucha, you defend and attack at the same time. And then I think they've told Salah, you stay up. And then I also think that they've told Jota and Nunez to track back into the middle, to track back in the middle of that space where
Salah does track back though.
Huh?
He's tracking back. Salah is tracking back.
He is tracking back, but I don't think he's tracking back to defend a winger or to like. I think at times what happened is that he'll pop and take the ball away from mostly from a midfielder that the winger just passed. He will defend that guy, but I don't think he will defend a winger just like a Diaz would. Like it's like before you pass before you sometimes get to Robertson as a winger, you have to go through Diaz. I think those are some of the defensive action I've seen, but okay. I don't see that often on the right side with Salah.
So I have a quick question here, G, student of the game. You know, back in the day, they used to talk about strikers could miss as many goals as they want, right? The real strikers. Mm-hmm. Why is it now, if Jota is doing the same amount of things, why everybody so upset with it?
Why is everyone upset with?
He's not playing. He's not playing well. I think he's.
No, I mean, how? I mean, this is the part where we're saying, like I was asking Savage.
It's because he's missing goal. I think it's because strictly the things that we've said that he's better at Nunez at. He's not doing it well. Like
which is
the intricate passing, the 1-2s. He's not doing that. He keeps losing the ball. He keeps trying to find his feet. By the time he's finding his feet, they dispose him of the ball. I think that's his issue right now for the last 3 games since the Man United game. I think that's the biggest issue right now. He's not creating space for him to even put himself in position to score.
But Carl, I guarantee you, Carl, and this is where the debate comes back in full circle.
If he scored, no one will care.
Thank you.
Yeah, but he's not putting himself in position to score.
He is putting himself.
He's putting himself. He's missing. He's missing the chances. That's why people are frustrated.
And also, I don't know if anyone's realized, bro. And I checked it. We don't create as many chances as we did before.
No.
It's like it's less.
I don't think the system would do. I don't think the system would.
Exactly, G. But you know what it is. Yeah. Pops brought it up earlier.
More precise.
We've never been clinical in it.
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
So now you're not clinical with less chances. Then that means you got less chances to score goals, bro, just by maths.
Exactly.
So then things stand out a little bit more. Now if Jota misses one shot, which I think one of the games no one even set him up in the game, bro, and then he missed, you know what I mean? So there's like 2 shots one shot in the game, then it's all of a sudden.
He had one against Forest, I think. He had one against Forest. I think Lucha had one and Mo had one. I think they had one each.
He had 2 and he missed one. And
so you're not afforded the luxury of even missing a chance, which is natural. You're going to miss chances, isn't it? But you're not afforded the luxury. You're afforded even less now. So there's going to be a spotlight on if you're doing certain things in it. So then you have to look to the other attributes. And then that's when Cole's point comes in. If you're not doing everything as good as you could do, that's fair enough. But there's other things to look at, obviously. But who cares, man? Nunez is in now, so let's see what he does on it. That's
he'll get the next game, but he won't start the next Premier League game.
Listen, if he plays against West Ham and has a really good game and scores,
I think he might move himself back ahead.
Yeah.
that goal.
I think
I'm
you
sure
will
you
revert
guys
back to
talk
type
about
in
it.
it.
What do you say,
I'm
Carl?
sure you guys. I'm sure you guys talk about it, but you, Jerry, 2 days ago, you guys were clowning Nunez for not being taking enough or all of that. I do think that there needs to be a level of respect. Not respect. I think that's not a great. That's not the word. There needs to be a little bit of a acknowledgement of how the goal happened, because one of the things that you said he can do, it's exactly what he did. Running backward or running sideways, head the ball to Salah and make a run, and then stand up a defender and then curl that ball on a weak foot. That tells me, man, as a manager, as a team, as the board, it's very hard for you to just say you want to give up on that asset, and because of just what you just saw. I mean, there's not that many football players who can do what he just did.
It's not even one moment. I've seen that was a fantastic finish, by the way. Like that goal that he scored with his left foot was absolutely fantastic. But you know what I found funny after the game? Even Slot was baffled as to why did he take that shot.
I was the G. I was about to say G. I was about to say let me defend you on that one.
He was, but we're not going to distract, as Carl said. That goal was a absolutely good.
To me, my point is not necessarily the how he scored the goals and what technique he uses goal. My point is that we sometimes do the thing is that we want to give up on players and without realizing there is talent there. I understand.
No. I've watched this guy for 2 years. I've seen this.
I was about to say that, man.
This ain't
one thing we can all agree on the base level. Is that exactly?
14.
As a base level, we can all agree that. We can all agree that the players have got talent. The Premier League players, that's a base level for what we're talking about. So
I think he's better than us, man. Here, don't get twisted. Like,
he's not.
He spent 80 million on him.
Savage. I promise you.
It's not better than me, bro.
Savage. Just hear what I'm saying to you. Just hear what I'm saying.
Bro, I can't allow this.
Savage, let me just.
I can't allow the
Why are you getting triggered? Hey, Savage, let me finish. Remember the other day, I think me, you, and Endz, I think we were talking about this, whether on the stream or we're talking about this backstage. And I was telling you guys about, the video of Tom Cleverley and him, and I can't remember the other player's name. It was yeah, and them lot were booting the ball over something or whatever, and we were like, right, look at the first touch, and this is Cleverley. This is a brother who man wouldn't rate at all.
No, Dream, that's the thing though. Before everyone started cussing Cleverley for not being it, he was a guy, blood. I swear.
No.
He wasn't a guy like that. No, not the guy like that. But before he got into the Man U team, he was spoke about, bro. You know when you've got like a youth team. Okay.
Yeah,
so
he spoke about like who can I describe him to, like a Liverpool academy? He's spoken about probably like
Danny Pacheco.
No. A bit higher than that. That's a bit disrespectful still.
Suso.
Someone like
Suso.
It don't matter. I get your point.
Saini.
It's just certain players, blood. I'm not having it, blood. But he's better. Okay, you know what? I'll tell you what. Nunez is better than me right now.
Better than who?
Bro, if he wasn't better than you right now, then I would cuss Liverpool and just disown them anyway.
Yeah, but like because of certain stuff, and if we're going to like different attributes and that, what you can do with the ball, there's some things you can't. I got a better first touch.
Okay, how about he can just? I know he can last a game, and I don't think you'd be able to last a 90-minute Premier League match right now.
Nah, not even 5 minutes.
Yeah. Nah, I can't speak for yourself.
Bro, I wouldn't last 2 minutes in a fucking Premier League game right now.
That's like 5 minute me, but I'm a CrossFit general, blood. I can last longer than 5 minutes. What are you talking about?
I'm not even sure. Look, man, I'm being generous already saying 5 minutes.
No, don't put your unfitness on me, blood.
I can't
Nah, blood, don't project on me, blood. I'm in the gym every day.
I don't think we can last 30 seconds.
All right, blood. You see the perfection of blood. No. The person playing the tube and trying to mug us off and that about our profession, blood.
You know what I mean? But Carl, your point that you made, two things that I agree with. The goal was nice. And you are definitely
that was a good goal. It was a good goal. It was a very good goal.
The part that you are right that yes, especially Liverpool fans recently have a tendency of trying to throw players away off 1 game, 2 game, or whatever. But Nunez, people have 2 years of sample size, right? But there's one part of the game where a lot of times we don't talk about, and I brought it up earlier. The goal that he scored, beautiful, great, amazing, aesthetically. Wow, that's what the game wants, to sell for contract rise, right? For TV. But if you listen to what G was saying, the manager was like, bro, I wanted you to hold the ball so that the rest of the team come in and you tap it off. I think I was listening to Owen when Nunez scored that the best goal that Nunez have scored was when he chipped over the goalkeeper, right?
Yeah.
Owen said that's the wrong goal.
Yeah, but again, true to that. But Owen is also not understanding in Nunez. Nunez is he.
No. It's not who Nunez is.
No, he does. He plays into the narrative of what. Like, if he chooses to chip him, he chose to chip him.
Right, but hence, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, hence. The game, sometimes certain things you don't need to. It doesn't need to be what they call about Salah. He does something of magic.
But again,
right? He always do a magical thing.
If you understand Nunez, you understand everything about him it's based on how he feels.
But that's the problem because you are not doing.
Wait. What did you just say? Everything about Nunez is now. Let Cole speak based on Nunez how he feels.
Because he's not as efficient at it as he should be.
But that's the problem, Carl. You're supposed to do the basic. Do the basic first.
It's a problem.
No, Carl. You have to do the basic well before you start doing something that your feelings says.
These men are sympathizers, bro.
I think that's a
no. Here's the problem. No, here's the problem. He scores a good chip, and then these. Carl, 1 second. Carl. 1 second.
We don't care.
These man, he scores a mad chip, and the first thing the media wants to be like, nah, he should have scored in this way. Bro, who cares, man? He scored a mad. Just credit the damn goal.
Enz, I agree with you. I agree with you that. You know where that comes from? It's because before he scores that chip, and we're doing the build up to the game, they bring up stuff that he's not done. So now it's like, damn, he's just gonna score this banger when I just said he doesn't score this simple. So now I gotta go, okay, but he doesn't do the simple stuff right. You are right. If anyone else scores that, you're like, nah, that's a banger. And that's how we should see this Nunez goal. I see it as just banger. I said he got it, and I said hit it, bro, because I know he ain't crossed it to the back post.
Exactly.
Because I know that's one thing he can do, but he can score bangers, isn't it? Then what happens though is
put the laces through everybody. Hope it ends up in the back of the net.
The Nunez extremists, the terrorists, the haram dons come out. They come out. I'll come outside. What you saying now? And then as Bajan just said, what you saying now is 1 in 14 or whatever. So let's just relax. Just take the game by game.
But that's why
enjoy the moment. Let's go again.
And that's what I'm saying, because guess what?
1 second, even the goal he scored yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. And I know the manager was probably just having a laugh at what he said, yeah. But even that, bro, I'm like, the man can't even score a good goal, blood. Now the narrative is the manager don't even want him to shoot.
But there are more people.
I don't think it's a case of the manager don't want him to score.
No, but what I'm saying is there's always something around. When Nunez does something well, there's always something around that particular thing.
Okay, I think it's because the manager understood in that moment of time.
What did your eye see? What did your eye see?
He understood
when he scored. What did your eye see?
1 out of 10 times he scores that goal. 9 out of the other 9 times he needs to have part. But and let's just take away the goal for 2 seconds, right? Because it was fantastic. I think we all agree it was an amazing goal. But I think he's looking at it as risk versus reward, and obviously he seems like a guy who's more.
He basically, you know the Vincent Company goal when everyone told him don't shoot.
Yes.
And then when they interviewed him, it was like, yeah, that wasn't the right space to shoot, but he shot anyway and scored a screen.
But he shot anyway.
Remember, there's more people in Nunez's corner than there is against him. Clearly,
that's true.
Exactly.
When he touched the ball before that and done nothing, just something basic, the fans went crazy, blood. So he's got more people in his corner anyway.
So then, if you're saying if the manager we see that we go right, he's opted for the more of the risk instead of keeping it simple, the road. But we don't have the energy with every player in the team, bro. So when I mentioned certain man not doing that, we're not pulling these things up.
And it's what you do, and it though, it's what you do to me on clubs, blood. I score a screamer. I score a screamer on clubs, and then he says, "Well, everyone's Kevin that's like, yeah, it's a bad boy goal, and Endz is like, yeah, good goal, but
I
you
was
could
at the back
pass it to me.
Stop. You can see that I'm consistent. Then that's why I'm asking for a certain winger, bro. I'm consistent, bro.
But
I want the sequel ones.
Endz,
Give me
what
the
did you
pass,
see
let me tap that in.
yesterday? What did you see when you looked at the coach after Nunez scored? Did he say? Did you see him going or did you see him celebrate?
Yeah, he celebrated on it.
But
he was going mad.
Pops, that same manager you're talking about who celebrated went in front of the media and said, "I would have not want him to do that.
That's
If he had a choice."
Okay, let the man have his
good.
goal.
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
No, but he also said that's why
But
he
he's
wasn't
he's
as
all right.
good of a player
He's
as
using
Nunez.
the interviews to send messages. We've said because he went
Yeah.
to the interview and said Sabozla needs to score
What
more
you should have
goals,
done
right?
was walked into the press conference and said, "Listen, Mo, if you don't start in the gym with these weights, bro, because these shots
Right,
that
but
you
hence this is the power.
Let my
Okay.
strike, man cut inside and whip it in the bins, bro.
The shot,
Hey,
the shot
You
from
are
Mo
missing
doesn't
the
need
point.
power.
What caused
If he misses the ball, he misses the
I'll get
goal.
to it.
We all agree it's a great goal, right? But we are speaking of parabole now. If he misses it, we're sitting here and say, "Why did you take that shot?" Instead of waiting for Salah to come in or Sabozla or whatever.
Yo, go watch that goal again. Go watch that action again. The whole a Bournemouth defender got in front.
Let me tell you something. I've seen that goal before.
Let Carl land first. Go on,
sorry
Carl.
about that.
Everybody, the attackers, the midfielders were arriving late. That action would have been dead. It would have been a recycle play for no reason.
No.
Yes, it was. It was.
No.
That's what the manager said. I wanted him to hold up the ball and pass it to someone or try to cross it. It would have been dead. Did you see how many players that were in front of Diaz? And then I think Salah was around at the top of the box or around and near the penalty area, in front of the penalty area.
Gee.
Come on, it was a dead play. To me, it was a risk that he took, but that was the logical play to score the ball. I don't see.
He could have probably. It would have been difficult, but I do remember
He would
Diaz
have to play the pass
I
immediately.
think you have to play like a mad pass.
Diaz goes near
I'm
post.
sure Sabozla was standing
Diaz goes
right
to
next
the
to
near
him in that whole
post.
action.
That's always been the beauty of Nunez' screamers, blood. Like all of the screamers he scores, there's a chance where he could have passed the ball to someone. All of them.
That's true, bro.
That's all it is. Apart from the
He's
one volley
consistent,
against Sparta and that, the rest of them. I think there was another one against. It might have been Bournemouth last year or Brentford.
Yes,
There's one when he just whipped it out
in the
of
Carabao Cup, yeah.
Wait, look how far away from the goal he is. It's like, yo.
Remember, he slips. He actually slips, and the fans laughed at him. He slipped over. The fans laughed at him. He brought it back in and whipped it top.
This is what I wanted to mention, Carl. When you said the point that you were making, but during preseason, I think against Manchester United, against Arsenal, and against even is it Betis that we played, we had that same thing where the person who received the ball, the person who receives the ball lobs it off the one who's running. The one who's running with the ball square it to the person who scores the goal. We scored it against Arsenal. Go back to preseason. We scored it against Manchester United. So but what we're saying is he could have given a good pass. Possibly could have just whipped it across.
Let's just move from Nunez on it. Bad boy goal.
Now you know what, actually, Savage. You know what? I've just watched the goal back. I've just watched it back. I don't think he can realistically pass to anybody without it being like some intricate Odegaard pass sliding.
So you say that he can do it?
No, you're making
no.
As in, even if you make the you're making my exact point. That's what I said when I was watching the goal. When he stood up like that, I'm like, he ain't got the text to pass it anywhere from here, blood.
Okay, so that makes sense. That makes sense.
He can shoot. And by the way, that's not a diss, bro. I just know that.
No, that's not a diss. No, that makes sense, Savage. That makes sense.
Some man have to do that, blood, and it worked out, and it was a great goal, blood. But obviously, the extremists just allow it, and it's goal of the season. No, yeah. Bruv, you're not, bruv. I just saw Duran Ross one in the top bin the week before I allow it.
But the thing is, it's like
that one you do as well, man. Let man go, bro. Why we have to add the extras on it, man?
Sorry, blood.
Man can't even have his goal. The man just said, "Why is he shooting?" Sam said, "I've already seen Duran do it." So it's let the man have his goal, man. That's
I know this Duran hype, man. Come on.
Duran goal is mad.
It's true that we might be looking at
Man,
him
I can jump,
as a possible
Big
buy
up, bro.
next
Big
year.
up, Pops. Oh, Pops, big one thingy as well, man.
Big
These
everybody,
man
man.
were these
Sorry?
man were live with 28,000 viewers yesterday. Big up, that's crazy.
On
Yeah,
X,
I think it was
yeah, no, no.
X. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Hey,
if it's a
man,
bots or
still
what. I
big,
don't
bro.
know.
Nah, but why you gotta downplay yourself in that, bro? Something, bro.
Bro,
Said
real talk, no,
28,000,
that's big.
28,000, bro.
That's big. That's fucking big.
Yeah, big up, man.
Big up the chat. Big up everybody that likes and follows Beijing Reds TV. Endz, Savage,
Big up.
G, Carl,
Love, love.
Quasi,
Love,
Land, Quasi, Land. Endz. I'm still here,
I
Endz.
told you, man. When
I
I'm
agreed with
Salah
you,
is
though.
there, I'm
I
gonna bring my
understand
cross,
something.
bro.
You and I
No,
agreed
every time
today. You and I agreed. Let's leave it right there.
I'm gonna
Give
bring
me a
my
knock.
cross every time we speak about Salah, blood. All right.
Come on, give me a knock. All right, buddy.
I'll bring my cross next time I speak about Salah. I realize, bro.
Bring the holy water.
Holy water, but yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sprinkle.
Let's
Sorry,
All right,
holy
question
water.
to the panel: do you think Sabazla was shit yesterday or not? Because I don't.
No, he wasn't.
No.
He wasn't.
No.
I don't think he was shit,
No.
but he was
No.
definitely the worst midfielder we had.
How can you?
But I
No, he
don't think
wasn't the
was
worst.
Yeah, but it was. We only had like two of midfielders.
None
so
of
it's
three.
worse.
He was the worst of the three. He was the worst.
Yeah,
of
he
the
was
three.
the worst of the
That's
three.
not hard. Someone's got to be the worst.
Yes, there's
Can I-
three.
Yeah,
He was the worst
yeah,
of the
no.
three.
I think, for me, I thought he was just average. He was just an average.
Can I-
Yeah,
had
but
answers.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, G. Like I just thought there was points in the game when I was saying stuff while he was playing. Like, come on, man, you got to do better there. But I didn't see the extreme of when I left watching the game, hearing people. I was like, raw.
No, I've seen Savage. I've seen one of your brethren. Hans
Yeah, not one
already
of my
said.
brethren, but my brethren are on screen. Blood, what are you talking
one of your what's it? Peeps in American terms already posted on Twitter that we need to sell them by January.
Who?
Yeah. See, I don't even pay that no mind.
Who's that?
I don't really care about that.
Months.
Yeah,
Don't worry about what month we said. Don't worry about that.
That's
Months will
easy.
change it. If Sabazla has a good game next week, he'll change his mind. Blood. Don't worry about that.
I know. I took a picture of it because I know it's gonna come back and beat him. So I'm like, no, I don't know. I wait because he said the same thing about Diaz. He
Hey,
wanted Diaz gone.
Months. Listen, just.
I think I saw that actually because when I went underneath it, I wanted to see what everyone else said, and everyone was like, "Yeah, I agree with you on this. It is time to go." And then I think Rom said the same thing. I was like, "Yeah, he should
I don't
go
know
in
what team
January."
Rom
Hold on. Roms. You see who? Sorry, Enz, for just cutting you like that. You see,
Yeah,
Let me
no,
double check that.
you see after you spoke about Fabio Carvalho, you see them takes that you have now. We're not doing. No, I don't want to hear it.
Nah,
Rom's
Rom,
knows already.
I don't know what team. Is he an Arsenal fan or
Rom's
Liverpool?
an Arsenal fan, bro.
Rom's an
Arsenal,
Arsenal
Chelsea.
fan anyways, man. I keep telling you. Ask Roms next time you speak to him, yeah? How many
Yeah.
kits does he have? Tell him to show you the picture of the kits that he's got. He'll show you the video. He's got the video. I've seen the video. I've seen it already. You thought my video was bad. You thought my video was bad with the Crystal Palace? Yeah, I don't have no kits of any other football team but Barcelona. That's all I'll say. I'll leave it there.
Bro, man, just out here just changing his shirts on stream. Like, oh, I'm gonna wear the Arsenal one today.
Hey, why is he always wearing a jumper? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to ask the questions like, why are you always wearing a jumper, bro?
I just think it's strange, man, because
Big up,
obviously
bro.
we had the conversation last week, and G did a video on it, and we kind of got round like, yeah, seemingly what we're watching and that, bro. Maybe he just needs to whatever, and he's clearly in the team for a reason, and people still see that and then still bring up the same thing every game. I'm just like, bro, it's boring, but like, you know what he's gonna do in that. He
No
needs to
one
be a
really
bit better on
talks
the
about
ball.
the game no more. Stuff like the actual game itself, bro. Like, do you know what we?
No, but we're point scoring, bro. We're point scoring.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
be honest, that's kind of what we're doing. And the thing is, I'll admit, I also do a little bit of point scoring here and there, but I just feel like that's just what it's turned into because we all kind of have like, obviously we all want, the team to do well, right? Okay, we can do the Kumbaya, Hakuna Matata type of thing. Yes, I watched Lion King earlier on today, but I feel like when it's also got our favorite players doing well or not doing well, I feel like that's when people just start to do the whole, yo, this, that, and and if you didn't like the player, for example, as I think Pop said earlier on about Gravenberch, like we know most of us, not you guys, and I'm not saying you people on the screen, but most people, myself included, was like, bro, this brother was stinky, didn't really know what was going to happen with him in the summer. In fact, I'm sure there was even a report about him going to Galatasaray, and I'm sure I even sat there and said, yeah, I wouldn't even mind that. Like, now, all of a sudden, man are calling him Ruud Gullit, Seedorf, mixture of the Dutch, 1980 whatever team, like all of those
wanted him out.
And okay, so when people are going to this hyper bowl, it's almost like I do feel with this fan base, and I don't know too much about the other fan bases, but I do feel like this fan base, we go one side too far sometimes. I don't feel like I can't think of one player bar Virgil, Ali, and that's about it in the whole team where everyone is like, there's just a general consensus that this player is good and that's it. Like they're just good, blah blah blah. And there's no, oh, he's this, that. We know he's great, or we know that Allison is great, or whatever. Whereas Salah, we go too far sometimes, either way. Nunez, we go too far, either way. Gravenberch, we go too far, either way. Suppose like with every trend, we do it with every player, and I think it is only 2 players, and I think it's because those are the only 2 players in the team that a general consensus around football could agree on and say, nah, but this brother's actually on stuff like this. I can't really say nothing against this guy. But everyone else, we all do it. And like I said, bro, I'm not gonna lie and act like I don't partake in a bit of, a bit of point scoring. If Salah gets an assist, bro, you can't chat to me for the whole day. You know what I mean? It's all long. But at the same time, that's not good for me. That's wrong for me. You know what I mean? Because I should realistically, as I said though before, in my match rating, I think I gave him a 4.5 or a 5 because I was like, brother, he's. This game, Salah, I gave him 4.5. I gave him 4.5 or a 5, one of the 2. And I said, because I said, brother, I was barely really even noticing you. And that's why I said what Endz said was true in terms of, yes, in the last 2 games. It's just, for me, I just wouldn't give him, like, there are, and I said this at the beginning of the season, and I'll keep saying it. There are just certain players that, I'll be real, bro, it doesn't really matter if you're being dead today or even for a few games, because the reality is you're more consistent than anybody else anyway. So to try and guess that, say, Chiesa or someone else is going to come in and pray that they're just going to be as consistent as Mo, bro, like you're gambling. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But that's not to say it won't happen. That's definitely not to say it can't happen. But it's a gamble, and you have to look at it from Salah's position, from the manager's position. This is a brother that's fit every single fucking match week, never ever gets himself injured, still puts up numbers, whether it's good performance or not. Bro, it's hard to drop someone like that, Like it's actually like.
Why I don't think it's a gamble though, G? Because we still have Mo here. If we didn't have him and we're just like, nah, sell him to put this guy in. Say we just say sell Mo, put Chiesa in. Then I'll be like, okay, there's no guarantee this guy can do because Mo show. But what I'm saying is, bro, if you're not playing well, Chiesa is an adequate replacement to start. Even with the idea going, you know what? That might give Mo the kick up the backside he might need. And also, that's Mo coming on fresh, bro, ready to just rip up Mandem, cook up Mandem differently. Instead of just going, no, Mo has to start. And then Chiesa can't come in and do something. And he hasn't played well for a couple of games. So I would say start Chiesa. Mo, at least Mo's still here. While he's still here, use it. Yeah, bro, I mean, it doesn't have to be playing every game, but
no, and that's where I definitely agree with you, because I don't want him to even play even games like against Bournemouth anyway. I'm like, I don't really need to see you start the game. Like I could have started a Chiesa, for example. Do you get me? Instead of giving him these chicken change minutes, like I'd rather you just give him a start and then kind of go from there. But listen, look, it's 6 games in, isn't it? So this might, we could be looking back on after 20 games and finding out that Chiesa's played the last, you know what I mean, like 6 or 7 of those, and he's been rotating with Salah. I mean, he came on up front in the game against Bournemouth anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of interesting to kind of see, that role. So yeah, man. Listen, man, it's all
I think I have a theory. I have a theory. I'm getting to my conspiracy theory here. I believe this is a whole ploy for FSG not to give Salah a new contract, because they'll be like, look, the manager gave you the minutes and you didn't ball. So sorry, bro.
No, but they'll look at his output. They won't look at his
performance. I was going to say his output is actually quite phenomenal.
Yeah, they won't. So for us, like, I look at his performances. The outputs is what I expect from him anyway, because I know he's world class. But I look at performances because the performances within the game helps the team as a whole in it. But the individual accolades, I'm not saying they don't help scoring a goal and getting assists. They do help. But I'm looking at the performance going across the 90 minutes. If you helped out more doing this, or if you kept it simple there, the game would have been easier for us, which means we both win. You get your assist and we win the goal comfortably. But when we go into that whole, as long as I score and as long as I assist, your performance don't really matter, that's where I have the issue. But they won't look at his performance, bro. They're looking straight at he's on 7 goal contribution in 5 games. They're not looking at performances. Bro. They're like, he's got 3 goals and 4 assists in the Prem. That's what they're looking at. But for everyone else, you mentioned that.
Then we got, we got Wolves and West Ham next. West Ham and Wolves.
Yeah, he should take a rest.
Oh, was it West Ham?
Yeah, we should give kids a.
Can I ask a question about the resting thing? Why are I don't know if it's because the fan base is like fat and out of shape or something. Why man so obsessed with rest blood?
What is this?
No, it's
like this.
Nah, because you know, man, them that ain't had no fitness in their life, bro. They don't know how it is to be fit, bro. So all of a sudden, they just think that after 2 games, you need to rotate blood. Like,
it's not. So I figured it out, bro. Doing extensive research.
That's why we didn't win the league.
No. So I've done the research. All it is, it's because
PTSD
it's picked up so much injuries. It's PTSD, bro. The man them just assume if these men play too much,
you know what's hilarious, bro. Just from I'm not even doing I'm better than anyone, but from a professional standpoint, it doesn't even make any sense, bro. You think that when they get a rest from the game, they don't train still?
Yeah, no, they still train,
and they train intensively. So we get bare. Even over the years, most of our injuries have come off the pitch, not on the pitch, bro. So you might think resting them from the game. Like usually, when someone says rest from the game, prior was just based on you've got a big game coming up, let's rest them because you want you to put all you can into this one game against Man U or whatever. But now it's just turned into just rotate because rotate. I'm just like, blood. And I think everyone overestimates what other teams do as well. Because obviously, if you're not watching, like, I think I watch a lot of football, bro. So, and loads of people ain't even watching that much. And then loads of people ain't watching over 3 o'clock games and that as well. So, I think they're overestimating it because when they tune into the one big game and they see that, like, okay, De Bruyne's on the bench today, then they automatically go, well, he rests blah blah all the time. And then I'm like, bruv, go and check how much games these men play, bruv, because you're just obsessed with these certain man. There's wingers that Guardiola changes a lot. Used to change a lot of the times and that. Well, look who we had on the wing, innit? But everywhere else on the pitch, you end up end of the season, you see this man 36 games, 37 games, just in the Prem. There's only 38 games anyway, bro. So he ain't rotating. You think usually is when he gets to the last stage of the Champions League for Guardiola, like semi-finals and that. He's like, okay, yeah, we got Luton on the weekend and that. But I'm not really playing these men.
Yeah, I don't need you in the game, innit?
Yeah, it's an obsession, man.
Why do you think a Foden is not playing as much this season?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why? I don't. Is it because what's his name, Savinho, or has taken his place, or they think he's?
I think
much better?
it's because Foden didn't really have a preseason because of the whole England stuff, so he's come back a bit later. So now you'll see Foden will start to play more games come the Christmas period time, and exactly what Savage said, he will just start to rotate other players. Like, bro, I'm just looking at the numbers of games here. Bro, these men are playing 30 plus games. Of their players play 30 plus games.
And you see the
rotation
the
back end of the season.
And the people always use the example of De Bruyne. De Bruyne's rotation became circumstance. He wasn't down to like,
De Bruyne can't play every game.
He just used to get injured, bro. And then he had like 2. Remember, he had a season at Man City where he missed the whole season before Guardiola. I think before Guardiola was there actually, or at the beginning when Sterling was the best player. He's had 2 seasons where he's missed half a season, and then he's come back in. And then last season, the first time where the style of play of De Bruyne, some games he was like, you know what, I'll play Foden in your spot. I don't really want you on the pitch. He did that against Palace and that as well. That's when they started asking De Bruyne after games, like, yo, do you think that now you got competition from Foden in this spot? De Bruyne just looked at man like, I'm De Bruyne, I'm a dickhead, whatever. But it's true, man. Like, I swear, everyone thinks it's a myth, bro. But even just go look at the champions throughout the years and stuff and see how many games. Look at Liverpool within the league, bro. See how much time we got rotated, bro. Like Wijnaldum and Millie sometimes. That was kind of it. Everyone else just played, bro.
Do you guys know how severe Rodri's injury is?
Nah, Guardiola said after that.
To be
Is it a
scandal.
hyperextended knee kind
Don't
of
know.
issue?
Guardiola said after the game, I ain't even spoke to him, so don't know.
You know that was there, bro. I swear this guy is. He's evil,
Let me get to these.
I was rattled in it today,
bro. Big up on the C for the super chat, bro. Question for the man, them Lucho is now on top form. Do you man think it's a system? He was out of form, or was it mentality because of the injuries? Now he feels 100% recovered.
Nah, I think he's still playing. G, you said it earlier. He's playing the same. You Savage also. I don't
Yeah, he
think
plays
there's
the same.
anything that has changed. I don't think so. Maybe the game again. Maybe the game has become less volatile, so that means that chances are more are clearer to him to score. I don't think in terms of his gameplay or game style, play style has changed too much. He loves the cutback. He loves the dribbling past defenders. All those things he was doing under.
Must be something slight changes though, innit? Because like obviously, I'm not saying you can't just have a poor season and then next season just. But there's some. It must have been something tweaked where you get that extra bit where you're like, oh,
I can't tell any differences. I really can't. I can't tell any difference.
Mentality.
I remember me and G was doing it in the preseason game when he scored the banger in that, and then after the game, I was like, "Oh my god, Diaz!" Like, bro, this is the same Diaz that you had the game before, blood. He just didn't score. To be fair to Diaz, he very rarely has. There's not much bad things. There's always a period where people get tired of all this, whatever. But he's not really that bad anyway, bro. It's just that when you play for Liverpool, and everyone knows what they want from their wingers and that in terms of goals or assists or whatever. With him, it's like, oh, you don't do enough, bro. Which is fair enough because he doesn't assist. He's never really done that, and he needs to do that a little bit more anyway. And then obviously, Salah.
It's a Mane and Salah thing because we had two wingers who
were
scoring
agree.
50 goals a season, right?
Because the shot.
Agreed.
The chances that he was missing in the game as well, in the games prior, they wasn't like they were more annoying because he got himself into a certain position just to shoot, but the shot was most of the time it's like on the edge of the area, bro. It's just the fact that people were like, yo, you could have passed that before you even got to that position. Probably moved up and that. So you had that trademark Diaz shot where he cuts in on his right foot, goes to shoot, someone steps in the way, does them, goes to shoot again. It says passing the ball. Yeah, I mean, it's not like he misses bare sitters and stuff like that, but
with him as well. Yeah, to piggyback off what
I agree.
Savage is even saying. Like, listen, we don't want to admit it, but this is why. And I know I'm talking. He's on the screen now, and I have to go back to him. This is why you just can't drop it, because you see with Diaz, the reality is what was missing from his game is always you ain't scoring enough, you ain't assisting enough. As Savage said, you don't get much assists. Yeah, you might do all this running around and you might track back and blah blah blah, but you see your goals and assists for what you should have, not even what you do have, just what you should have with the opportunities that you get given. You're like, brother, come on, G. Like, we need to see a lot more, from you. And I think that's where someone like Diaz now, as Savage said, bro, everyone's calling this guy, oh, he's the best left winger in the world, and I'm like, brother, he's the same guy he's always.
Because everyone's always bigged up.
Now he's just putting the ball in the back.
Everyone always bigs up his work rate in every game. It's always been
every game, all the time. I always hear it.
Even that, remember that Man City game last season? He was the best player. He was the best player against Man City, but he missed the chance that didn't win us the game, bro.
Yeah, and that's all everyone spoke about.
Everyone was all torn after the game. He cooked up Walker and Rodri. But yeah, you didn't score that chance, so nobody really cared. But I think that's just how he is, man. And I also said before, this is at the moment his season's uninterrupted, and it's early in the season. It's uninterrupted. He's scoring goals. He starts off most seasons like this. I don't even know why everyone's getting. Maybe he always starts off like this, but then something happens to him. So if nothing happens to him, and I get to watch him all season, and he continues like this, then you're looking at a really good season from him and that. And I hope that's how it stays and that. But up until now, he's had the kind of like Jota thing where something always happens, bro.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
All right, big up Lennon, bro. We're gonna sign off in 5 minutes, so I know you're late to the show again, but we love this.
I was just listening at the background. G, Savage, everybody,
Big up,
I like to come to your show and to G and Savage as well every now, because I like people who don't put emotion. You discuss football and details and tactical. You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
so that's why I love him. I know a lot of our fan base, you understand what I mean? Especially the so-called big YouTubers, you understand what I mean? Content creator. They go overboard on some of these things. Like Savage said, if you see Luis Diaz, that for me, there's no difference between last year and this year, or since he has been here. It's the same way. The only thing, sometimes the goal doesn't go in, or just like family problem we have last year. And if we look at that, but most fans, most of the time, we don't want to look at that. We start saying, sell him. We want Anthony Gordon, just sell him tomorrow. Like as if our owner is Saudi Arabia. We always forget our owner. This is a big factor. Most of our fan base, we don't understand that. 14 years, our owner has been here. We should look at their record. We can look at their data. Nothing will change. It doesn't matter how we cry. Like, there is a question I want to ask now, because majority of our fan base, they are crying, oh, we need left back, we need backup for Salah, we need defensive midfielder, we need another forward. I say 4 players in one season. We will give you the money. Where are you going to get it to buy all these players? Sometimes we don't come to reality of who is our owner. The question I wanted to ask.
I don't think it's money. We have the money. We just
yes. Carl,
I don't think it's a money issue.
Carl, I only have 5 minutes. Let me say, we always assume we have the money. You understand what I mean? No? But
no, there's no assuming. We have money.
Hold on. Yes, we have. You know the problem, Carl. What you are saying is what majority of our fans say. We have the money because every Liverpool fan, majority of us, we've turned to spreadsheet at the end of the season. How much we turn to accountant, forgetting the owner that we have. You understand? Okay, let me ask you a question. How much? Okay, the players when club came in 2015, how many of those players will be in this team that club left in summer this year? Please, Carl, how many?
It's not obviously because we went.
No. Just it's a straight question. How many? It's not more than 2. Okay, you know the question I'm right. It's not more than 2, right? They gave younger club 5 million in 2015 with the worst player, but club left at least 95% good player, and people are expecting FSG to give us 200 million. I know we want to win. We're not going to get it. We can't get it. That is fact. But most fans, we don't realize it. We think, oh, they have to give money. Yes, I want to win. But with the owner that we have to understand what in 40 years they are here. People should go and read the article when we won Champions League 2019. The owner, John W. say, I was surprised we won. Why? The basic requirement of an American owner is top 4.
But my brother,
yes.
let's not do that. But
no,
Carl,
the reason is this. I want to win. Listen, I'm a fan, right? I want to celebrate. I want to carry Premier League trophy. I want to catch Champions League. I want FA Cup. I want to win.
But that's not John Darwin.
No. But to a owner, Carl, the business aspect is number 1 for them. And fans, we need to realize these things. I know I don't like it, but that is reality. Okay, that's.
I'm not disagreeing to disagree, but
yeah.
When are we gonna go in to talk to and put out notice for Hughes and Edwards? Because every single time is John. John doesn't want to spend the money.
No.
Doesn't want to
Even
do that.
Edward.
But
Edward.
How do we know?
Carl, let me say this. Savage, we have been Liverpool for so many years, right? Even when people are shouting and say Mark Edwards is the best, go and look at his record. I'm not saying he's a very good director of football before. He sell some of our players that are not good. He sell them at a high rate. My wife is a business woman. My wife says, hey, it's a very good man. I understand. But when you want to buy your best player, for instance, Savage has a football club, and I want to sell, I'm a Liverpool owner, and I want to sell player to Savage. My player that is even bench player, not good, I will sell it for 25, 27. But when I want to buy Savage, and Savage tell me, oh, my player is 50 million, then I tell Savage, can you take 25? That is the way. That's business. That's we got to negotiate. Yes, we have to negotiate. Yes, no, it's like that. But I want Savage to sell his best player for me very cheap. But I want to sell business.
Well, come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
No. What I'm saying.
He sums up for the market in that. He's saying something.
No, what I'm saying is this is fact. That is why we lose some players that we are supposed to buy. Because when those things were working, most directors of football, they were not working with all this data that Edward was using. But now, nearly every football club, they are using the same system. That is why we can go to Real Society and say, oh, this what is Supermedi? Oh, how much? 60 million in pounds, 51 million. Then we say, oh, let's give you 30 million first. We'll pay another distance. It doesn't work like that. Look, okay, let's look at the example of the other guy.
That's how you pay for things.
No, my brother. Yeah. That is it. That and then you say we don't have the best player to play for us. Why you want to be keeping? You are telling me we have money. You understand what I mean now? Look at the other boy you want to buy for Southampton last year, who now go to Chelsea. You understand what I mean now?
How much is Savage for sale?
No, listen, they told us 50 million.
I just came back 2 seconds ago. See Savage for sale. Like,
G, let me explain this. They told us 50 million, right? We went there, we said we want to pay 35. They said no, we had 2.5. We said 37.5. Go and check the record. Then somebody say no. We go there with 40. They say no. We go there with 45. We say no. Then Chelsea just go there and say, oh, how much? We say 50. And then our owner now say, oh, when I say our owner, I'm talking to John Red.
Look, man, we can compare. You can
we now
compare
go
us to
there.
Chelsea,
We said
man.
that we agreed to pay that 50.
Chelsea has been in the mud for the last 5 years.
We understand.
You cannot do that. You cannot do that.
What I'm explaining, we should lower our expectation. We should know what. No, I tell my children, if my wages,
lowering expectation,
hold on, my brother. If my wages is 4,000 after tax, my daughter cannot tell me I should go and buy new Mercedes Benz for him or for her. It's not possible. This is what most of our fans want. Oh, buy left back, buy right back, buy this one, buy this. Yes, we're going to buy everything. Where is it? They say, oh, but we make sales. We make sales. How do you know we make sales? Because of express it they put us online. Is that what gives you guarantee that we don't have Abramovich as our owner? Anyway, it's our part. I want to speak on the issue before I go. No time is going now. On the issue of people say we want to sell Salah. They want to sell this. Okay, sell Salah. Who will struggle? You know, we are forgetting one thing. You want to say Salah. All the 3 forward that we have. Jota, he is 5 years here. The only season he scored 15 goals was 2021, 2022. None of our forward.
As a backup, he's
none of our forward. So even the 3 of them, if our owner, Edward and all that came back, that people are shouting, oh, our Jesus Christ has come back, Edward. I realize I'm watching them. His old player, how many did he bought for us? He bought Kesa for 10 million. Yes, he was a good player, but we should check how many goals did he score for the past 4 or 5 years in Juventus. Go and check it. And people now want to say, oh, it's replacing Salah. We have to have respect for Salah. In the issue of the Premier League, there is no right winger. No, G, understand this thing. And Savage, you understand as my name. The issue of champions in the issue of Premier League, there is no right winger like Salah. People go and check it.
Oh no, I know. I already know.
People say, oh, you need to sell him. If our owner and Edward and all of them, they have brain, minimum you give Salah extension 2 years. You see how 1 year now? You'll be 3. Van Dijk is even nobody should be talking about Van Dijk. Do you know what's called? Without defense, you can't win any game. You can't win any title. Oh,
hey, Lennon, we're gonna let you go because I want to sign up.
Thank you so much, my brother. Trent,
I hear what you're saying.
If you come in early, we can chop it up for longer.
No, understand. I will come in. I like the discussion. We should just lower our expectation.
I know when people have a conversation, the chat flows down.
Content creators who are all over YouTuber. Oh, this man is better than Young Club. Yes, but do you know where Young Club took us from? This man is just here 2 months. Just leave him to do his job. After 1 year, we can evaluate Alex Slot. Stop telling me he's better than Young Club. The man who won me with when I'm spending cents and won me Champions League and take 99 points. And you are now telling me this man come 2 months. Oh, this man is so better than Young Club. He's the best. Young Club is not half 30s. Yes, he go and ask Pep Guardiola when he was in Germany. He run him to the ground.
Lennon, big up, bro. I'm gonna let you go.
Thank you so much, my brother. I'm so grateful.
Big up, Lennon. No, big up.
Big up to you, man. You're listening to the wrong people, man.
Hey, all I'm saying is I'm trying to figure out why is Savage.
1 second, G. Let me. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let me just read out these super chats from Honesty. Big up to Honesty, man. Man says Yaya Grav Torre, Ryan Paul Birch, Ryan Rygaard. Yo, them bad boy players there, you know. Off-topic question for the man. Then getting the new Dragon Ball Z. Nope, I am not getting it. I don't even play Dragon Ball Z like that. And are you man gonna watch?
It's on PS5.
I've never watched one of them films.
Are you gonna watch
I think the third one comes out, but I've not watched one.
That's the clown movie.
Yeah, it's a clown movie.
That me with the clown.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know. That's terrifying.
Don't say oh yeah, dickhead.
What's that? What's that? I've not heard of that. Is that a UK thing? Fair. What
No, it's
Nah,
a film.
once you see the picture of it, you'll know what it is, bro. It's the the horror clown on it, but normally you just see the mask.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that. Okay.
But yeah, G, the reason why, big up honesty, man. Love for the love, bro, man. Love
Big up
for
honesty, yeah. Big up, man.
Hey, G, Lennon started off. Him and Carl was having a conversation about buying Savage, bro.
Bro, I went to go make tea for like 2 minutes. I come back, I'm hearing Savage for sale. I was like, raw, Savage. Is that what you're on, bro?
I'm trying to take me from Mandingo and that.
To be fair to
I thought this is about football, not about selling Savage.
I did not want to sell you Savage.
I ain't gonna lie though, my stocks will be high still. Can't speak for you, man. But I'm
No, you know when they said it, Savage,
It
all I
sound like
pictured
you-
was
that's the problem,
man was getting the measuring tape just hard. That's all I said that.
Nah, that is mad.
It's just like measuring my shoulder width, length from his arm. I'm like, nah, blood. What in the slavery movies going on?
Sebastian.
Hey,
You
quick
know,
one
we
before you-
watched Free State of Children, but the mum was like, you hear that? That's a nigga dog.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. Hey, nah, don't watch that Savage, man. Man ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Man ain't trying to buy Savage. Well, before we sign out, yeah, just a quick one.
Yeah, go.
You might want to talk about it backstage anyway, but on the AJ Dubois.
I told you, didn't I?
We talk about that backstage. That's gonna
Okay,
go.
cool.
We'll be
Okay,
there
cool.
for
Okay,
3
okay.
hours and 10 minutes. So, all right, guys, big up, man. Big up, honesty. Big up to the members. Tomorrow. I know Sav's got a video at 12 o'clock. You guys are going to be redirected straight away now. So please go like the video and tune in tomorrow. After that, I think it's around 10 o'clock. I'm doing a members only video. There's only a few of you, man. So we get to chop it up, man. Little close knit. Any question, we just chop it up, man. So if you guys are available, jump in. We'll chop it up. But it's a members only video. If you guys want to become members, it's pinned to the top of the chat, man. But big up to Honesty, big up to Robert. The members.
Yeah, there's gal over there and everything, bro. So become a member. There's gal over there still.
See, man, charging up there, boy.
Yo, gal over there. All right. I'm going to fly over there. But love for the love as always, man.
Savage. My girl said you can't talk about that because she doesn't know what you're trying to prove with the glasses and the black hoodie and the shade. You know, it's not given for you, bro.
Why is your girl talking about? Okay.
Yeah,
anyways.
bro, she's
Sign out.
But I have an idea. I heard the song today a few times, and I you can do that. I have no problem with that. Let's see how the response will be. Honest Lord, la 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 la. Honest Lord, la 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 la. Now imagine the next season starts and you are not waiting what's going on. No, you go full throttle into it. You welcome the new manager like you welcomed me.